Phew, barely made it. Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
Magandang gabi Pilipinas at nagbabalik muli ang quarterfinals ng Blast Premier Spring Showdown. Ako nga pala si Dad Femera at kasama ko ang aking paboritong palaka na si Sneaky Frog. Mag-aalas 2 na at panibagong night shift tayo sa ating best of 3 mga kaibigan. Live lang tayo sa Filipino broadcast na hatid sa inyo ng Focus Fire Gaming. Fnatic versus 9-9. Tama ba, Sneaky? Ganun ba yung pagkakasal?
9 lang yata, man. I think 9 lang. And another David versus Goliath matchup para sa 2 AM time slot. So I would expect it could be either super one-way stomp or we could have a banger like yung nakita natin kanina dun sa their Atom. Nice try! Pero yun lang, they get outpowered pare. Sayang na sayang yun. Pero 9 trying to be the one to be different dito sa ating tournament. It is, led by that one guy, Mr. Hades, former Entsman, now finds himself in a 9. Hopefully, it is the right roster para sa kanya dito. More comfortable. Maybe he has more freedom. They are not, surprisingly, hindi sila yung lowest ranked team dito sa ating tournament. That was Copenhagen, I think.
Unexpectedly, nagkaroon sila agad ng exit. Pero dito, baka maka-exit agad ang ating Fnatic players. They get 2 picks agad. Roy, nakakuha agad ng 2 gamit ng kanyang napaka-reliable na pistol, ang P2000. At hindi pa siya tapos mga kaibigan. Nakatatlo pa nga si Roy para masimulan ng unang-unang pistol para sa Fnatic players. On fire and on point ang entry fragger ng Fnatic mga kaibigan. And you mentioned na magiging coin flippy matchup ngayon. It's interesting kasi if you compare yung naging performances ng parehong Fnatic at saka yung 9 sa past performances nila before, they both are pretty similar in terms of their kung paano sila nagkaroon ng napaka-lackluster ng performance so far sa 2023. Like yung Fnatic not really having the best of showings sa mga high tier events na kung nasan sila na yun. I believe like nung pinaka-peak nila was in 2022 nung Rio Major, nung nag-end sila sa champion stage quarters. Pero after that, hindi na sila nagkaroon ng chance para magkaroon ng spotlight sa kanila ulit ngayon. Tapos yung 9, na eto pa lang ulit yung kanilang tier 1 appearance ulit. So, make a splash kung meron.
Technical pause for this one. Someone's PC might not be connecting. This is an online tournament, guys, so a lot of stuff can happen on either side of the server dito. So yeah, I mean another featured matchup dito sa ating tournament, Fnatic versus 9, and I think we're back. Very short ang ating tech timeout dito. That's gonna be good news para sa atin. We keep the ball rolling. Good news rin para dito sa Fnatic na gusto lang makahanap ng kills agad, and ubusin agad ang mga 9 squad natin dito. And yeah, at most gusto nila yung MP9, the one leading the charge para sa kanilang team, the SMG na pwedeng mag-push ng economy paharap dito, especially considering 600 yung kill reward. If you get 3, that's 2-4. And plus the win bonus as well na pwede mo makuha dito. And 9 sticking together, 5 blocks is better than 1 MP9. Is that gonna be true? Basher nakuha si Video but he cannot get himself back dito sa ating site. Instead, it is gonna be Crims at si Mezzi. Only 1 casualty in the construction site pare, but he's gonna be okay. He has his helmet on him. He's just passed out.
2-0. Pretty quick 2-0 nga eh. And it was the whole 2 from Fnatic. I kind of expected yung mga wins ng mga Fnatic so far have been kapag ka mainit si Roy eh. Kapag ka nakakahanap ng mga fantastic plays itong si Roy. nung start sa pista na yun, siguro yun na yung nag-ignite sa Fnatic. Tapos si Nico does, I mean, always the reliable player, especially kapag naka-off na. Pero sa start pa lang, medyo konting chillings lang, kaibigan natin si Nico. Ngayon, si Goofy naman. Entry on point dito, nasa loob na agad ng B-site. Hinihintay na lang yung mga kasama niya over from 9, pero yung bomba, hindi nila kasama. Talagang naghahanap lang ng pick. Si Fashir nakahanap agad kay K, pero pasok agad si Hades. And dealing Mezzy down into the underworld. 1 for 1, actually 2 for 1. Mamaya, pagkatapos patayin siguro ng 9 ang itong si Roy over towards that mid-top position. Kaso, pagkatapos ng smoke, pagkatapos ng lahat ng utility, dito magpa-plant itong si Kyler.
Yep. Hades, forward position dito sa may aircon natin. Kasama na si Kyler. Kyler being the first contact. And I think si Hades, whatever he gets after this first fight, galing dito kay Kyler, that's gonna be the one that he gets. Pero alam nila na meron pa isa dito sa aircon. Hades dancing around it. Inuubos yung oras. Goofy with the help, and din nga. Goofy with 2 and Hades getting the spray. Crims walang magagawa. And 9 with 1 push galing dito sa T-side natin, and Hades with an aggressive push. Papasok dito sa may aircon, getting space para sa kanyang team. Crims, mahanap si Hades. That's gonna be an AK-47 gun, no matter. That's gonna be a win para dito sa 9, and AK-47 rebuy. Definitely pa nila yung round boost dito, and it finally worked. Pero hindi lang natin ang
Kaya naman unfortunate kasi parang nag-setup din tong si Nikados tsaka si Roy ng parang frontline defense habang nagbabay sila ng time para si Crims naman yung magpa-flank, which again, a guy now who is very experienced in the scene so far. Kaso with that firepower per Fnatic to even willing to try to risk that, yun yung nag-dismantle sa kanila. Yung frontline defense na wala dahil sa overly aggression na meron tong si Goofy na hindi na papunish dahil sa positions na meron ng Fnatic. Ito naman ang MP9 push ni Roy, punish agad ni Hades. Kitang-kita sa labas ng smoke at na headshot bigla ng AK-47. Nico Toss, quick flick galing kay Hades. This guy's on fire. Sobrang consistent sa lahat ng performances ng 9. And this time, he's not backing down from a fight. Triple kill galing kay Hades. And this is riding off Fnatic ng napakalakas pa lang from 9.
Yeah. This is no longer a strange territory para dito kay Hades. He's already faced most of these players galing sa side ng Fnatic dito. From their old teams or even with this current roster natin. And there it is. Second round on their T-side. Crims, maghahanap na lang ng scraps sa mga players na gustong umexit. And considering na it is a 5 AK-47 strat galing sa side ng 9 dito, I think itutulak lang nila yung pace. They're gonna keep it fast para sa side nila. And yeah, keep surprising Fnatic at every turn, especially dito sa may ramp side natin. They just instantly took over.
Yeah, I mean, parang yun nga yung naging same story nung from one of the previous buy rounds where they were surprised by Goofy's positioning plus yung kung gaano kabilis siya nakapag-position himself like around that aircon area. Parang yun yung the same type of player that you would like to see from yung mga lower tier teams. Hindi katulad ng Fnatic where you'd expect na sila naman yung magkakaroon ng strong stats, sila yung magkakaroon ng consistent performances, pero ito yung parang advantage ng mga tier 2 teams katulad ng 9 na pwede silang makakapag-surprise sa katulad ng stats dito. Si Hades, just quick entry doon sa ramps, just keeping himself doon sa corner ng pag-push niya doon sa ramp mismo, hindi yung wide angle na ma-expect agad ng player na nag-hold doon sa short, right? That's the kind of thing that Fnatic weren't ready for. At yun yung parang nagiging play na nag-work out for 9 that slowly becomes a bit of their advantage this time around. A little bit of a weird buying ngayon para sa Fnatic. Lalo na dito sa CT side, kailangang mag-force ng sobrang daming players sa loob ng A-site natin. Hinayaan na lang nila itong I believe it is Fashir all the way over to that T side, or actually that might be Mezzy, the IGL para sa Fnatic, holding down strong, the only man on B, pero alam nila kung gaano kadaming players all the way over to A, kaya tamang takbo na lang sila agad. At si Mezzy na nag-iisang may rifle doon sa may B site ang mag-hold laban sa 4 na nagpupush ngayon.
Yep. 1 minute left on the clock para dito sa side ng 9. Not much time para makapasok dito sa ating B site. And there is a lot of resistance galing sa Fnatic dito. They have got the right read, but do they have the right... the right weapon. Di meron naman silang M4 USP for the guy in the corner. Pero okay, wanting to make presence as well dito sa ating kabilang side ng ating mapa, especially sa may ramp side row wedge. Going close with the P2K. Hades naghahanap na naman. Great timing. Does not find the opening though. Crims finds a better one row wedge with a good angle dito sa taas. May kita ba nila? Goofy not gonna go down. Wide swing para sa kanila dito. Nandito pa si Crims. Still down in terms of the weaponry. Nico does mahulog. Crims does not get a double spray, but does get Goofy down. Finally, Fashir with the push. Low HP pa naman yung dalawang members natin dito. It has to be headshots. And it is. Fashir does go down. And Kyler, nako po. What a last kill. And 9 they hang on, pare.
What a multi-frag para kay Kyler. And that was from piggybacking. Yung pareho nilang presence na nilalabas from both B and A. The initial plan was over to the A where pagkatapos ng napakaraming smokes, napakaraming tao na nag-hold over to A, they decided na sige, let's pull back, push towards the B site para since ang dami na narinig doon sa A, the back of their minds, they already know that at least one para dito sa mga players ng Fnatic to hold down yung B site strong. Pero since there were also a lot of presence, a lot of noise made, yung dalawang rifles na nilagay nila si Mezzi at saka si Crims, nagkaroon na agad ng response over to the B site. Balik agad itong 9 all the way over to the A site para maglaban ni Kyler. Ang 4K na meron siya ngayon. This time, balik agad doon sa may stairs area. May konting presence na ginagawa ang parehong 9 at ang Fnatic. Exchange of nades, exchange of bullets. Tamang ingay lang ang parehong players natin on both teams. Pero not really much of an initiative para kahit kay Nino kasi alam nila may op na ang parehong players ng Fnatic at saka 9. Mas lalo na itong si Hades, napaka-low on HP, kailangan maging safe itong si Hades ngayon.
Yep, especially itong si Hades, he could be the fire starter para sa offense nyo dito, especially on that B-side op. Kyler nagkahanap na ng opening, si Mezzi nakatayo lang dito sa may backside natin. Ready and waiting with the patience. 45 seconds, not much time para dito sa side ng 9, no? So, it's gonna be a bit of a problem kung hindi nila may pasok ang kanilang opensa dito sa may ramp side natin. Molotov, papasok sa may sandbags to just get that extra clear going and walang nag-pop ng smoke, so they are gonna be A-okay para pumasok dito sa ating side. Flash, nowhere just yet. Nikodos, nako po, that's gonna be a big miss. Re-swing, nakuha si Goofy. K, lumalapit na nga dito, Kyler. One good shot dito kay Crims, pero Fashir with the instant trade dito kay Minio. Fashir gets 2. Big M4 performance, pero si Kyler naghahanap na butas dito sa likod, pero yun lang, great smoke to delay. Create a barrier between Fnatic and itong 9 push sa mid. And 3-3 Fnatic. Smart use of the utility, pare.
And ever since nung mga days siya doon sa Copenhagen Flames, Nikodos, siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-mechanically skilled na players over from that Copenhagen Flames roster, and you could see the value of how he's been holding up his position. Alam niya hindi niya kailangan i-peak yung same position since kasama niya itong si Fashir over at that right side. And not only was it good for him to hold that position, but getting a kill off of that just shows na hindi sila makakapag-rush na mas maigi since si Goofy yung pinaka-una na patay, and siya pa naman yung isa mga aggressive players dito for 9. Always the guy na magiging second in kung papasok na agad either si Hades on pistol, either yung entry fragger talaga ng 9. He's always proven to be the guy to give some space over, pero if taken away agad yung ability para mag-entry siya, edi either mag-slow down ang 9, magiging indecisive, magiging wacky ang kung saan sila mag-position, and it all falls apart. And Nikodos, you have somebody to thank for that para sa Fnatic to shut that down.
Yep. And I think that's gonna be a timeout. Fnatic in good hands. It's like you said, then another technical pause.
Sure ba yan?
Easy, bro. Check his PC.
Hindi ko, masyado na parad yung ating first series, pero di ba may tech pause din kanina? I think, dun sa first series natin.
Yeah. This is the second tech pause of this map. So it's not looking good. That's for sure. Pero hopefully it does roll through. God damn. Dapat may mega bootcamp sa Malta na lang eh. That would be nice.
Sayang.
Nag-crash. Naku po.
Somebody call PC department.
Kailangan ng ano. Nerd Squad.
Ooh.
Nako, that's a 90s
flex.
reference, deep cut.
This guy's flexing, huh? Oh man. So what can we like pick apart from so far, other than like let's say Nikodos's and how he has been being the anchor for the team of like both Fnatic, and when he was on Copenhagen, you see Roy also like medyo motivated na siya ngayon kasi he doesn't have that much success. I think it was from Nikodos having a bit of the spotlight. Ngayon magkasama sila sa Fnatic ulit, and he's showing up but not as consistently as Nikodos so far, di ba?
Yep. And hopefully it is gonna be an equal duel now between yung dalawang teams natin dito, as we do see performances and players stepping up from both sides at this point. Just like you said, Nikodos a big factor in this situation, but Grimsman, he is the top fragger para dito sa Fnatic. So 8-0-3 so far. The veteran really holding it down in terms of defending dito sa ating either side of the map. Honestly, he do both. Pero dito naman sa kabila, it is more of a shared pie. It is Kyler, Hades, and kay Goofy, Minio, and kay so far wala pa sila nakukuha dito.
So I think I'd like to report din sa 9 is that from the past 3 months na naglaro si Hades with 9 is statistically this guy's like all around, sobrang all around. Kaso Kyler siya naman yung aggressive na walang pakialam sa nararamdaman ng Fnatic. A great run boost that resulted in 2 frags para sa kanya. Mezzi, Krims, Fashir also down for the count. Kyler, if I've been talking about Hades for so long, what about Kyler, man? So aggressive. 9 frags para sa kanya. Baka hindi pa ito yung nag-iisa para sa kanya.
And this should be a save para dito sa Fnatic. And ayun nga, nabigla sila doon. Kyler out of nowhere. Grabe. 3K to open the round. And that's how you show your entry prowess off. And insta-plant. And 9, they have the lead dito sa T-side, which is pretty crucial, no? If you are 9 at the moment, want to get as much rounds as possible. And then set up a good defense as Fnatic. You know, they're pretty good pagdating dito sa ating CT side. Pero, you know, they have their stumbles din dito sa ating T-side, known for their, you know, kind of slow approach dito sa game natin.
I think I was wondering nga kung ano yung ginagawa ng player dun sa kabila eh. Dun sa wall bang. Because I think he was holding down for the flash play siguro. Kaso by the time that Kyler already got the first frag eh. Para siyang Superman sa gantong angulo eh. Tignan mo naman kung gaano kalayo yung jump nito pare. Ang cool. Kulang na lang lagyan mo ng cape tong si Kyler tapos bang! Superman para dito sa 9. Hero kumbaga eh.
He has the op. Nikodos, he has the op as well. Fnatic kinda broke in this round, especially the wedge. You're gonna have to pass it to your teammate. I think Fashir would be really good considering he is not 13 HP. Pero yun nga, as soon as that gun drops, it is gonna go back to the wedge in lang. There could be a double wall bang incoming if there is any players dito sa may A-ramp side natin. Pero medyo mahirap rin. Nag-aantay lang. 9 knows that Fnatic, they're kind of desperate to get this lead back. So, tamang antay lang sila dito sa may ramp side natin. Waiting for any pushes, any outliers galing dito sa Fnatic. However, no one's moving. EUCS.
Passive as it can be. And I think, kind of justified since they already dealt a bit of more damage and that communication just still holds water. Ngayon, may apat na nag-hold from Fnatic all the way over to the short area. You see a bit of wall bangs through K na nakadalawa. Fashir and Roy down for the count na ngayon. Pero Nikodos at least, again, another pick gamit ng AWP niya. Mezzi to get a second kaso. Nikodos, naleg pa nga tong si Minio. If only he could have hit the body Hindi mamamatay siya agad. It's 3 versus 3 naman ngayon. It's Goofy. Habang ginagamit nila yung ingay all the way over to the ramps area, Goofy has found himself sa loob ng city spawn. May konting damage pa kay Nikodos. May pressure sa young AWP player ng Fnatic. At habang may konting chance si Mezzi, nakapag 180 nakita si Goofy all the way with a 2 versus 2.
Still, HP advantage para dito sa side ng Fnatic. Kyler down to 74, but it is winnable para sa kanya dito. He does have the AK-47. Wala nga lang siyang granada. And speaking of nades, Nikodos has one in the pocket. Frag flying dito kay Kyler. Hindi nila nakita si Binio dito sa corner. That's gonna be the double spray. The element of surprise para dito sa 9. Galing dito kay Minio. In the dark room. True gamer pare. Max brightness. Destroying the eyes, but destroying the enemy team's morale at the same time.
The amount of like space created galing dito kay Goofy. Pakatapos niya malaman, may info na agad eh. And since may dalawang nag-boost at may at least may isa pa sa short na nag-hold doon, dahil sa konting sound yun na nalabas ng Fnatic at that time, they already given that info sa isang lurker nila na si Goofy, and they took that to full perfection pakatapos. Converted that to another side push papunta sa may B site. And again, just forcing Fnatic to make these very uncomfortable positions and decisions, diba? Kung kanina, naka-force, konting force yung ilan kasi sinave lang naman nila yung AWP tsaka yung mga rifles na meron sila kanina. Now, kind of in a more normal buy para sa mga players ng Fnatic. You need to hold strong, lalo na tong short position na hinohold ng si Fashir from Fnatic. But Kay, guy who can fish out with mga angles dito. Nikodos, konting damage lang galing sa molly natin habang si Roy ginagamit yung sarili niyang flash para, or at least smoke, para at least magkaroon siya ng control. Pero what more can you do pakatapos mamatay itong si Nikodos mamaya? Absolutely nothing. At least one dito. Kaso Kyler at si Kay nakadalawa. Mezzi holding the only anchor over at B site. At least may konting response dahil nandito na si Roy. Minio trying to hold down naman yung stairs area natin. May konting wallbang, may konting headshots. Kaso nga lang Roy trading up immediately. Kai ginamit agad yung buhay ng kanyang kasapi para maging valuable. 2 versus 1 na ngayon si
Yep, not much time para dito sa 9 na makapasok dito sa ating site. But they do so anyway. Big nade dito kay K. Down to 72 HP yung tropa natin dito. Kalashnikov ang pwedeng pabawi dito ng mga 9 squad natin. Shoulder peak. That's enough. 9. 3-6 dito sa ating game. So far, taking advantage of this T side. And Fnatic, I smell another timeout galing sa kanila dito kasi nga I feel like they haven't gotten the right puzzle pieces yet dito sa ating first half.
I mean, like, you can't blame din yung ibang mga positionings na tong players ng Fnatic, diba? May konting secure dun sa may A-short, may konting I'd say aggressive peeking angle. Etong si Nikodos, and secured pa rin naman siya sa tingin niya after that one-way smoke. Pero hindi niya alam na ginamit niya yung one-way smoke na yun, nakalaban niya, para hindi siya makita agad ng AWP na naka-move up na agad doon sa may sandbags position, right? That's the one surprise na hindi na-expect na itong si Nikodos para magkaroon siya sana ng ramps attempt, pero hindi eh. Hindi yung naging decision na napaka-fruitful, kumbaga. That also gave time para dito kay Minio to walk up kasama itong si Kay. Look at these players from 9. A big future ahead of them. At baka i-start na agad yung storya. Pagkatapos sila, malay mo, tumbay ng Fnatic ngayon now that they're definitely having a really good game for themselves so far.
Yep. And a wedge. Oh. He can see something. He can feel something. Spam. Naku po, magkatabi na sila. CZ75. Run out. Headshot. Hades nakuha zero wedge. That's gonna be the first guy down para dito sa Fnatic. Not good news para sa kanila dito, but good news is Fashir nakuha na dito si Minio. And now it is only Goofy dito sa may mid-side natin. Dropped gun para sa kanila dito. Opportunity para sa Fnatic to maybe have a playmaker dito sa ating round. So they are gonna go for it. Gonna give up some control dito sa ating A site. But a retake could be possible unless gusto nilang kunin ang mga upgraded pistol seats sa ating next round. And I think it is an attempt. AK-47. galing dito kay Fashir. So, pwede pa sila mag-retake dito or na? I mean,
Chilling lang sila.
mga pistols lang yata yung mag-push dito. I think Fashir's just gonna chill.
Just let
Come
them-
on, man.
Alam mo
You don't
kasi
even
Sneaky
have
Frog,
armor.
Kung 4 na Sneaky Frog yan, 4 sila magpupush.
Outright. Outbike it. There it is. There it is, boys. Good job.
Yun yung like aggression na hinahanap natin sa Fnatic eh. Pero alam mo yung parang aggression na hindi calculated para sa kanila in some of the rounds. Like Nico Dos, bumabalik sa mind ko yung inohold niya yung nag-iisa, yung ramps position in a really wide angle while the only secure that he had was yung teammate niya na dun sa A short where he's also covered. Right now, in a few of these moments, they do have attempts of dipping in and out. Nakita mo yung one tap galing dito all the way from Fashir, but that after that, wala, dip out na agad. Well, you could say na pistol round nga lang yun, so okay lang. Pero in a lot of these rounds, it's kind of concerning kung hindi sila mag-initiative. At least may konting optimistic kasi Fashir, now he's willing to take chances na magkaroon ng fights dito, pero namali na siya agad. Si K mismo kukuha ng patay kay Roy, so that's a really big pick dito. Makawalan ng aggression ang Fnatic pagkatapos nun.
Yep. That could definitely happen. Molotov gonna fly through. Nico Dos slipping on out dito sa ating site. Pero K on his tail. He could die in an instant dito. Pero Nico Dos may naamoy. May nakitang ulo. Doesn't even need to blink. K is gonna go down. Hades naghahanap rin ng entry possibly. Best scenario is gonna be that AWP and he can acquire his own. Pero Kyler, naghahanap ng entry. Mezzy with the better angle. Nico Dos with the aggression. Dodged bullet. AWP. Not gonna drop just yet. Re-peek possible para dito kay Nico Dos. Kumain siya ng granada dito. And Goofy looking to create some space para sa kanyang team. 2 smokes na nga dito sa ating site. Pero doon pa rin ang elevated angle just in case. Pero nakaka-push na rin. Smokes disappearing. Not good news. Para dito sa 9, but the re-smoke. Nate, you're just gonna have to tank it. You're just gonna have to tank it. You're just gonna have to hold it. Pero nandito na si Hades with the push spray. Gonna be true. Wala na siyang bala dito. He has to reload. He has to reload now before it's too late. He has to run away. Si Goofy na lang mag-isa sa site. But Hades making it possible. Flash is gonna go through. That's gonna be a white peak para sa kanya dito. Nako po, 5 seconds left and he has to just save it, I think. Yun nga, he can't even really... May tera pa naman yung 9, pero sayang yun.
Sobra. Kasi they were also like pretty close towards the bomb. They had no time to reposition. They had no time para magkaroon ng mas magandang post plan pagkatapos nun. Kaso, by the time that they tried to, there was already somebody coming out of window. Tapos may yung CT response na din nandito na agad. A lot of these rounds, minuscule moments na naman that kind of resulted into sort of lackluster positions pagdating dito sa post plan natin from the T side. And you could say that that's like the one fluke na meron ang 9 so far kasi they've been playing pretty unexpectedly well against Fnatic where again may decline sila sa kanilang recent months performances on a few events. Konting shakiness na meron sa synergy nila as a whole, but at least this one round is looking pretty optimistic nilang Vertigo round. Konting pasensya pwede pang ibigay para dito sa Fnatic. Lalo na sa mga rounds na katulad nito. Mezzy taking every single name out of the equation. At this time, they need that type of firepower. They need to revive yung meron ang Fnatic so far sa kanilang frag department. This time, the ramp position being held up yet again. The same default utility na meron ang parehong players. 9 at saka Fnatic. But after the exchange, you could see a lot of smokes, a lot of mirrors. Pero pagkatapos mawala ng ganito, dito lalabas yung init at sa empty frag versus yung AWP, lalabas ang resulta kung makakapasok sila o hindi. Nag-whip your shot ni Nico Dos. Pagkatapos may flash, Roy picking his best moment para lumabas ang kanyang rifle. Pero pagkatapos ng gantong defense, pagkatapos ng gantong presensya, hindi na magbibigay ng chance ang 9. Babalik na lang siguro agad.
Yep. 1 minute left on the clock. Para dito sa 9. B-site is gonna be the target this time para sa kanila dito. Molotov, lilipad, papasok ng stair side. And masusunog dito si Binyo. Gonna delay a bit of time. He has to line up yung molly niyan para sa harap ng ating pillar dito. One's already boosted up. No sound. Mezzi with the entry. 2 mollies. Mezzi below, above. K, nakuha na nga dito si Mezzi. Pero Crims getting to the top fragger so far para sa Fnatic. Gusto pumawi pero faster. Nakuha na nga si Hades. Goofy trying to save this round pero pinasabog na nga. 7-5. The pilot himself, Mr. Fasher.
And now they play the patient game that again perfectly because now Fnatic taking chances sa lahat ng mga nagiging gun duel sila now. Mezzi, yung patience paying off yet again, just holding down yung napakalapit na position, just waiting for the perfect time to strike. And once he got that contact, now that's when Fnatic, yun naman yung naging time para makapag-rotate sila agad. Yun naman yung naging depensa nila, just try to hightail it before sila magkaroon ng chance na magkaroon ng secure over that stairs area. That's been the key so far. Nikodos finally hitting the shot doon sa Rams player pero napatay dahil sa AK-47 na meron si K. And before makalabas sila doon sa may Rams position, they reaggress. They go back, try to reassess kung ano yung sitwasyon ngayon since patay na agad yung AWP pero hindi ibig sabihin nun na open na agad yung A-site para sa Fnatic. Kaya tamang responda na lang dito. Crossfire nakaset up, may boost pa nga at si Roy nakakita agad ng patay kay Goofy. Baka magkakaroon ng peligro ang kanilang entry. Lalo na tapatay din si K ang kanilang second. Pagpasok sa site, Fashir with another para sa Fnatic and it's looking so good until Hades is on the 1v2.
Yep, Hades, it has to be him dito sa ating 1v2 pare. Bashir and Mezzi magkadikit. Sino may angulo? Si Hades pala. Naging 1v1 bigla. Mezzi, nahanap yung ulo. Hades with the scythe pare. Taking 2 heads with him. 8-5 the man. The Polish Reaper pare. Grabe talaga.
Ang top-rated player ng 9. The past events sila, siya yung nagiging carry, siya yung nagiging star player para sa team ng 9 and he's displaying kung bakit kung kanina napakatindi na kanyang pistol round. Ngayon, pinakita niya kung paano siya sa clutch. He delivered sa 1v2 na ngayon dahil hindi sila secured agad kung saan manggagaling itong si Hades. And since he was already doon sa may short area, they both had eyes doon sa may ramp plus yung CT side kasi they had no info and they had no secure at all kung saan siya manggagaling. Either sa CT, baka may lurk siya plus ang dami pang time para kung saan siya lalabas mismo, kung saan siya masisikot, diba? So that slight hesitation kind of justified for Fnatic but it's a really well played round for a guy like Hades to show up ngayon.
Yep. Fnatic. Only with T-Gills this time para sa kanila dito. That's their only resistance dito sa push ng 9. It is the 14th round dito sa ating half. So not much leeway to create some space para dito sa side ng Fnatic, but they're gonna force it either way. Bit of a stack dito sa my green side, but a bit more of a presence para dito sa 9 dito sa B side natin. And if they can just force the opening dito sa ating B side, they can rotate very quickly. That's the point of having the bomb dropped dito sa may elevator side natin. But Fnatic with the patience are just waiting para dito sa 9 na maybe one person would slip up and that could be K.
But isn't this like the type of like mistake na ginawa nila sa mga rounds na kailangan nilang mag-over-invest ng mga players na ganito? And yung advantage ng 9, hindi sila nagko-commit agad. Dahil ang dami nilang panahon, ang dami nilang tsansa. Crims with 1, Nikodos. 1 tap papunta kay Hades. At baka yun na nga, yung magiging tsansa para maging worth it ang dami nilang tao dito sa may A-site ngayon. 4 versus 3, may konting presensya nilalabas doon sa A-site. Tapos ng 1 tap dito kay Nikodos, napakalakas ng kanilang firepower ngayon. It's another kill out. And it was Goofy to actually find yung IGL na tong si Fnatic. Kaya may konting pasensya at mapatay agad. May punish tong si Nicodos. Finds himself yung upgrade to the AK. Gives himself a chance para sa team niya. Kapag-plant ng bomba ang 9. Pero K with the spray down. AK-47 in hand. Napaka-effective when you give it to K. The rifler para sa 9. Coming up huge with another multi-frag.
There it is. K going huge dito sa ating round. And they save 2 guns in the process para dito sa side ng 9. 9-5 looks really good, especially up against Fnatic. Pero Vertigo, ang pick dito ng 9. So I think, I can't say now we expected it, no. But it's good to start off on good footing bago kayo pumunta dito sa may Overpass, which is mostly a Fnatic map, no. But still, I think it is winnable para dito sa 9, especially with the way that they're playing. Pero the Wedge trying to disprove that. Nicodos with a no-scope na hanap nga si K with the smoke bang. Doesn't even need to press mouse 2 dito pare. Pero Hades on offer himself now with an AK-47. Goofy does not get the second one. Nandito pa si Crims. 2v3 amongst all the gunfire. All the bullets pare. 9 has himself 1 man down or 3 men down para sa kanila dito. Not much to work with.
They're actually waiting around doon sa may mid where Crims, siya naman yung magiging star player dito. The guy, the spotlight shown dito sa veteran ng Fnatic ngayon. Pero he pulls back, pabalik doon sa may mid habang itong si Kyler tsaka si Hades ang sama-samang kakaroon ng space making all the way over to the mid side. Nicodos, hit your shot, naka-EWP ka. And long range tap lang at least on Kyler. It would be amazing. You hit the no scope, hindi nag-hit yung shot galing sa AWP. Slowly, calmly, Kyler tries to repick it again. Ang ganda ng molly kaya hindi makakapagdepensa ang AWP ngayon. Nilabas pa ng flash at saka ng smoke dito galing kay Hades ngayon. So may konting segundo pa lang, 30 seconds. They have a choice. Punta agad sa B-site, 2 anchor ang kalaban mo, or yung nag-iisang AWP na si Nicodos. No scope kay Hades, pero
Kyler has to be human.
15 seconds, takbo agad sa A-site, walang tao. At least sets him up for the clutch.
Yan, narinig nila yung bomb plant dito. Kyler, 14-7 so far dito sa ating game. Can he get the second clutch para dito sa ating 9 side? Still pretty young in terms of the time. And Grims, hits him with the classic crouch peek.
Dinaan sa edad.
Dinaan sa edad, pare. Dinaan sa edad with that crouch peek. Hits him with the classic move. And 13-9 para dito kay Grims so far dito sa ating game. And it is gonna be a 9-6. Fnatic down 3. 9? They get 9. Ako po, on brand.
Parang yun yung naging problema ng Fnatic eh. On the defense, they played so passively. Like, yung nag-iisa lang na proactive na sabaran sila was yung napakabilis na smokes at flashes. But other than that, there was only 1 round na willing silang makapag-push over to the ramps area para magkaroon ng pressure yung 9 sa kung saan sila nagsimula. Where, yeah, okay, kung yung 9 may mga chance na ginagamit nila yon as a way para magkaroon ng info sila kung ilan mga players ng Fnatic yun nandun, since may isang nagpo-push dun sa may bottom ramp tapos may isang nag-hold dun sa long angle. That's already 2, right? Then you would at least hold yung isang AWP player nyo na si Nicodos doon sa may sandbags. It's already 3. Then they already found yung tendencies ni Mezzi na nag-iisa doon sa may B. Kaya you take in all of that into account, then lesser players to uphold, doon na lang tayo sa B side. Yun yung parang nagiging problem ng Fnatic where they're letting 9 get sobrang daming na free info na to na hindi nila ginagamit yon in a way na parang pwede nila i-manipulate yung 9 eh. Hinahayaan na lang nila na gumalaw sila sa free information na binibigay sa kanila. Kaya si Goofy nagkakaroon ng chance na nakapag-lurk. Kaya si K nagkakaroon ng napakabilis na entries na hindi nila na-expect. Plus Hades with the clutch. Kasi sobrang predictable na ibang mga members ng Fnatic sa kanilang positioning. Kaya kailangan nila mag-step up. It's nice na the veteran voice of Crims is actually doing well so far. But hindi yun magiging enough kung siya lang yung makakagawa dito, di ba?
Yep, not the usual stats para dito kay Mezzi. He's usually the one leading charge para sa Riflers sa kanyang team. But nowhere to be found ngayon. Ang ating tropa, di naman nowhere, no? 8-10 is not too bad of a score to start off dito sa ating first half. But consider you are 3 points down dito sa ating game and 9, it's only 6 points to get to match point or match, the match win dito sa ating game. So 9 in a very comfortable spot considering CT side men na no Hades. If memory does serve right, he is a pretty good CT side opper naman. But we haven't seen too much of it no considering 5 AK usually yung setup dito ng 9.
Understandable. Kasi, you think about like kung saan man gagaling usually, diba? Ramps, very highly contested sector of the map, especially when you're on CT where you need to invest the smokes early, diba? Kaya rifles na lang siguro compared to the AWP na kanina, yeah, you could see like a passive player like Nico Dos try to hold down yung sandbag, try to risk himself in a more safer position, pero less pressure na nilalagyan ng 9 where you could see Hades do a little bit more comfortable dun sa regard na yun. Pwede siya mag-hold in a more tight angle na mas safe siya siguro doon sa may A-short kanina na in-hold ng mga riflers, pero that's kind of masikip kung doon nga siya mag-hold, diba? Pwede din siya doon sa may taas ng ramp instead of bottom ramp na hinohold kanina ni Nico Dos, and he could be in a more elevated position and not a lot of T-sided players can expect that. Pero that's still a wide angle kaya napaka-risky pa rin. That's why I'm looking at Hades ngayon sa kung paano niya laruin yung City kasi again, you talked about this guy being one of the more City-sided oppers and how he positioned himself, yun yung kung paano siya magkakaroon ng impact ngayon. We already know that Roy can be one of those entry fraggers where siya yung magkakaroon ng space for the team, but how can they use yung space na yun? That's what we'll find out. Okay, 2 kills got it ng kanyang duelies at baka yun na nga yung simula na hinahanap nila dito for 9.
Yup. 3 kills later and 9. They have the lead dito sa ating pistol round. We barely blinked and there's already 3 dead para dito sa side of Fnatic, so it has to be Mezzy and Nico Dos. Only one of them has positive KD para sa kanyang team, so the chances are pretty low para dito sa side ng Fnatic. But 9 bringing the aggression, not just on T side but on CT as well, and this is gonna give them double digits, possibly. Fnatic playing the patient game. Nico Dos, patient sometimes does kill, and he does pay the price. Pero nandito pa rin si Mezzy. Yeah, not the chance, man. 1 HP, nakuha si Goofy. But there's gonna be 2 guns waiting for the 1 HP player, and that's gonna be coming in from K. Headshot, 10-6. 9 looking to get this first map galing dito sa Fnatic to send them to City's Point.
Look at how fast and aggressively, kind of risky din yung Fnatic na willing kunin yung scaffold without ever even using that to double peek yung tao doon sa may short or sa may lane side, right? Like, you can see that yung duelies naman yung nag-shine when they were on the short range angle. Yun, at saka yung contact na nalabas ni Hades din, yung nagbigay agad ng info, that and comfortability na in-hold itong si K with those duelies nga naman. So try stack it again doon sa may B. 5-man push galing dito sa Fnatic, pero hold on, Goofy finding tong si Roy na wala yung entry at hindi tuloy sila makakapasok.
Yep, MP9 powerful anti-eco tool, can boost yung economy niya dito. Perfect use so far. Glocks are gonna start flying dito sa ating side, so it has to be Goofy with some precise MP9 work, and nakuha na nga si Fashir dito. K, look for the opening dito sa may mid side, but against at least 3.5 rifles dito. K just looking for the easy farm, even the FAMAS getting some bullets in. And 11-6. 9 looking to close out itong Vertigo natin. I think baka 4 na gun or no, like 2 gun buy na lang. They can have match point dito.
Or plays into the mix ngayon para sa mga players natin ng 9. The MP9 singing dito na hinohold kanina. Sa mga players ng 9 again, giving themselves a bit more of that boost papunta sa ating match point, mga kaibigan. Pero a little bit of a walk habang ang Fnatic kailangan takbuhin, mag-marathon para makahabol against 9 so far in this game. Anong ba ang kailangan? Kailangan ba nilang i-pressure every time ang Rams position natin? Kailangan ba na sila naman yung at least may nasa driver's seat? Pero paano ba nila kukunin yung point na yun, di ba? They're running out of options. They're running out of time, at kapag hindi sila nagkakaroon ng kahit ano sa mga pushes nila dito, baka it will be too little too late na nga lang. May konting optimistic push na nga slow play happening over at that stairs area over at P, pero I think 9 are just giving away yung site na to kasi they're confident doon sa kanilang retake mamaya.
Waiting. 45 seconds left on the clock. And Fnatic, they gain entry dito sa ating B side, just like you said. Nako po, retake already starting. Bomb is not even down yet para dito sa Fnatic, and 9 already getting 2, and they are just testing every single kind of defense dito sa ating first few rounds, dito sa ating second half, and it just keeps on working para dito sa 9 as they just clear itong Fnatic in one fell swoop, pare. 12-6. 9, only 4 left. That's 2 gun buys at least before they get match point.
So ito yung yung question na sana tatanungin ko sana eh. What was like Crimson Fashier's like entry gonna do kung hindi nila nakukuha yung objective agad, di ba? You see, they were already pushing themselves doon sa aircon position, right? And that was before they can even get yung bomb down. I think it was either they were too fast in the play or yung tatlo na nag-hold ng bomba, they were a little too slow on the call nga naman. So Fnatic, they need to polish that down. Kailangan nilang tingnan kung sino yung mag-overpush, kung kailan sila mag-overpush, and when makakapasok ang bomba natin dito sa kanilang T-side. It's not looking too good. Nakapistols na lang ang mga players natin from Fnatic habang ang 9 komportable lang sa pag-hold dito sa may A-side. Ramp already pushed up, may konting damage dahil doon sa spray at yung nades na labas kay Mezzi at saka kay Nico Dos. Pushed up agad si K at siya yung magli-lead ng charge para ma-5-man rush ang mga players ng Fnatic. 2 kills agad. Galing kay Minyo at saka kay K. Spray down, laban kay Hades at tamang-tama. Nakadalawa kay Roy at saka kay Crims. It's all on Fashir. 1 tap to the head kay Hades na shut down yung momentum niya. Pero baka yun lang yung makukuha ni Fashir as 9 cleaned up with a 13 round win.
13-6. 9 just cleaning up the scraps after what happened it's ating last round. And they are just gonna keep on going. Dito sa ating first map. And I feel like even they know that they have it in the bag. Itong Vertigo natin, Overpass could be a different question, pero still, great start for the squad here, being the underdog dito sa ating series. And yun nga, I mean, so far so good para sa kanila dito.
Also,
it's a full Polish squad pala. Okay. Parang sinapa siya biceps dati. The old VP.
The OG. Now that guy's the GOAT. That guy's the GOAT. Kailan ka nakakita ng pro player na naging MMA fighter din?
Oo. Minsan lang yun. Nasa most Polish thing.
Ka out of the server and in the server.
Just Polish things. Alam mo na yun. The things they do. Okay?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hades. Oh my god, Roy. Now that is a beautiful shot. Entry na kanina pang hinahanap natin kay Roy. Medyo nanlalamig nung nag-start tayo dito sa ating Vertigo map. Pero baka ito ang panahon para maganap na agad ang kanyang kills. Kaso ang ganda ng flick ni Minyo at nag-equalize na agad pakatapos.
Minyo can equalize this once again. Pwede siya mag-push dito sa cons just to dare it. Nade's gonna go through Goofy dito sa ating side. Gets wide peak dito ni Fashir. Minyo still presence dito sa ating side. Will focus dito sa may cons since meron ng presence dito sa may lane side natin. Crims with a wide swing. Pero 12 HP na lang siya dito. Bomba. Nandito sa gilid. Pero alam niya ba, Crims with the pre-aim. Tamang patience lang. Does not have the bomb. Na yun lang, iikot pa nga si Minyo dito. The quick rotation, the quick flick sends Crims to the first floor, pare. 14-6. Fnatic are stuck.
Alam mo, naggulat ako kasi yung kung paano pinosition yung sarili niya in this round is both dumb and stupid. Dumb at saka genius pala. Kasi imagine, iniwan niya yung nag-iisa niyang kasama. I believe it was yung tao doon sa city na para mag-rotate siya all the way around doon sa may short area na pagkatapos niya gamitin yun, Napatay siya doon sa may city at naging 1v1 pa nga eh. Pero pagkatapos siya makita yung bomba doon sa smack dab in the middle of the site na hindi pa pinipick up ni Crims, that's when he rushes back towards where he started kanina eh. Back to the lane area where hindi na-expect ni Crims. Akala niya magre-repick siya pagkatapos, pero because nakita niya agad kung nasan yung bomba at dahil wala na masyadong time tong si Crims para makapag-rotate, he used that para alam niyang ang dami niyang time para mag-wrap around ulit at dun niya pinikros kung saan siya nanggaling at hindi may expect ni Crims at all.
Yup. 14-6 para dito sa 9. That doesn't sound good. And M4s galore para dito sa side ng 9. Fast flick galing dito kay Hades, not gonna hit anything. Okay, naghaharap ng early damage dito pero the wedge naghaharap ng early swing. Does not know if merong tao dito sa may sandbag side natin, and that's gonna confirm that no one is there. One lane is gonna be the presence para dito sa side ng 9. Early information just being exchanged pero Fashir, makukuha niya si Kyler pero Goofy. 1-for-1 trade. B-site not wide open just yet pero Fnatic, pwede pa sila mag-pivot dito sa B-site natin. Since the bomb is still all the way dito sa base. And Grims looking for the opening from the mid side. Gonna split the map in two possibly para dito sa Fnatic pero alam na yun yata ng 9, they're just pressing forward. Okay, 55 seconds left on the clock pare, not much time for both sides. They're just gonna chill out.
You just slow
Look at
this
this
down.
read.
Kaso, now that 9 have the space, now that 9, sila naman yung mismo magpupush. They haven't been doing this for a lot and they press the trigger at the best possible time kasi hindi nila na-expect yung flank na to. Dalawang nagpupush, itong si Goofy kasama nitong si Minyo ngayon. Pero si Goofy ang kukuha ng isa dito. Napatay agad si Crims. Now they know na may tao sa likod natin. Pasok agad tong si Fnatic habang nagka-crunch na agad tong si Goofy. Pero yung spray ni Roy ang makakapanalo pero sobrang low niya on HP. 3 versus 3 ngayon. 10 seconds para makapag-plant ng bomba. Ang Fnatic na pressured. May spray galing sa smoke pero Minyo, tamang time lang napatay si Nikatos. At nandito si Minyo para hindi kayo makapag-plant ng bomba. 2 kills. Match point para sa mapa ng Vertigo for 9.
Grabe naman the power of Poland in full display dito sa 9. And now it is gonna give them match point dito sa Vertigo side natin. Not even a single round para dito sa side ng Fnatic dito sa ating CT. And if 9 gets another win here, it is what we call, as the kids say, skull emoji times 7. Not good news. Kyler's gonna make it happen. He's gonna make it happen. Grabe naman the double dip. Nako po. That's bad manners, man.
At this point, parang deathmatch na nga ito ng Fnatic eh. Parang gusto na matapos to. Iniisip na nila agad
Oh,
yung
they're dying
overpass strats nila at this point. And I can't blame them. Para matapos na agad yung pain na nararamdaman na dito sa Vertigo natin. Pero Roy, may konting hope. A little bit of optimism. May dalawa pang napatay. Napatay itong si Hades at si Kay. Not expected out of him, but Minyo controlling the spray gamit ng AK niya. And this is looking done and dusted na ngayon. May minute pa sila para makapag-rotate over to the A site. Pero dahil sobrang init nitong si Goofy, kanina pang nasa likod, the second time na nag-flank ang 9 at baka magiging fruitful pa nga ito. Success ready to be given, required para dito kay Goofy, pero nakatingin pa rin sila doon sa may stairs area. Nag-peek agad, kaso Nikados, good punish, at baka may chance pa ang Fnatic ma-extend ito.
Yup, and they're gonna look for the rotate dito. Minyo pulling the trigger dito sa ating push. I like it from 9. Just flip the coin, man. Just keep on pushing. Hanap na lang tayo ng isa pang flank dito. If one flank fails, go for another one. You're 7 HP. Doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, Nikodos doesn't even look behind. Doesn't even think that it is a possibility, pare. And ayun na nga, Messi, nahulog pa yung bomba dito sa may stair side. No plant para dito sa side ng Fnatic. And this is gonna be skull emoji times 7 nga, pare. Kasi wala tayong makikita kahit ni isang round sa Fnatic sa second half. And 9 makes it happen. 16-6. Turn the 6 around. It's a 9, pare. And there it is.
Everywhere you go, every corner na makikita mo, 9 will always press you down. Sa sobrang proactive na mga players ng 9, in a lot of these rounds, sila yung naghahanap mismo ng mga advantages nila. Hades, the guy who always makes it done, the guy who is also with Kyler sa lahat ng mga proactive pushes niya. Sobrang on point sa mga rifle rounds, and you can see hindi sila nagkukulang sa mga mid pushes sa kanilang T-side kung saan nag-lurk yung iba pang mga players ng 9 para ma-confuse yung Fnatic, where I believe yun yung pinakamalaking weakness nila sa loob ng Vertigo map na to. Talagang nag-over-invest sila, overplay happens a lot of the time din sa kanilang CT side first of all. At saka parang nakukulangan ako sa mga sa mga yung mga fighting duels na mag-work out sana, and converting those rounds would have been super important. Pero in a lot of these engagements, it's either si Kai yung mananalo o kaya si Hades yung makakapag-clutch. Kaya kudos to 9 so far dahil they have proved na walang underdog. Sobrang tight pa nga ng laban na to kanina, kaso by the end of it, sila na yung naging Goliath eh.
Yep. And what a streak dito sa ating second half, man. Not even dropping a single round dito sa ating CT side, proving they can do it both sides, no problem. Fnatic could be a victim of another upset. And 2023 having so much of it already, they could be the next victim. Especially 9 though, already looking good going into map number 1. And CT side, goods rin sa kanila dito. So they have the opportunity dito sa ating Overpass to overpower itong Fnatic, considering na sa kanila yung side pick dito.
Yeah. And I think yun yung pinakamalaking chance para ma-redeem yung Fnatic. Yung kung saan sila ngayon. Ma-justify yung spot nila sa quarterfinals natin. Kasi if they lose against 9, then you could say that 9 definitely deserve their spot over sa semifinals natin. Pero man, oh man, it is a journey to get there. But at the end of it, nasa top so far ang 9 sa kung nasaan sila ngayon. And even if they lose yung Overpass natin, ang laki pa rin ng chances sa Nuke mamaya, since they're also a pretty good team over at that Nuke map. But we'll find out mamaya pagdating natin sa Overpass TV.
Yeah, definitely. And Overpass is gonna be up. That's gonna be Fnatic's pick. Is it gonna be map 3, or is it gonna be them dropping out of this tournament and saying goodbye and having to practice early for the next one, which is gonna be, I think, another blast tournament pick. Still waiting for the opponent dito sa ating dalawa. So let's see who's gonna be the one going up against them in just a bit. So guys, yeah, see you later.
Phew, barely made it. Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
At nagbabalik tayo mga kaibigan sa quarterfinals ng Blast Premier Spring Showdown. Ako pala si Dad Fam na kasama ko si Sneaky Frog para sa ating last series of the night. Fnatic versus 9 para sa kanilang pinakauling best of 3. At honestly Fnatic, hindi sila nagkakaroon ng mainit performance natin. We're looking for a really fired up na Roy at kailangan ng consistent shots nitong si Nikitos, pero nawawala yung consistency at nagiging shaky na din yung naging performance nila ngayon against 9.
Yep. And 9, I mean, just a good job overall dito sa ating first map. Vertigo really was just a walk in the park para sa kanila dito, both on T and on CT side, and especially on CT side, man, hindi talaga sila nagpalagpas ng kahit isang mistake dito. So 9 already looking good dito sa Vertigo, and especially with the map like Overpass, no, where sides are really heavily favored dito sa ating mapa. If they can bring the same pace na nakita natin doon sa ating Vertigo on the T side, baka nga mabigla ulit yung Fnatic dito sa kanilang city.
Yeah, I mean, sa mapa na katulad ng Overpass ngayon, parang dapat lumabas na yung proactiveness. Dapat may willing na mag-push over the underpass area. Dapat may mga tao na nag-hold with that EWP, and that means Nikitos has to be set up na agad. Kailangan siya naman yung magiging fire starter. Dapat siya naman yung magkakaroon ng calls na kailangan sama-sama yung Fnatic sa kanilang pag-hold whenever they're on the city side. But now, we're just gonna look at how 9 is, kasi napaka-aggressive ng kanilang kung paano nila in-approach mismo yung kanilang Vertigo mapa, lalo na doon sa ating city side, whereas they like to play together sa mga double pushes nila, and they even find themselves with a triple flank whenever they have an interesting possibility din kaya it's kind of interesting kung yun nga din yung ilalabas sila. Pero this is yung pick ng Fnatic ngayon, kaya baka mas komportable sila ngayon compared to how they were on Vertigo. And we're gonna look at really key players nga dito, diba? Like Roy, as I mentioned kanina, when he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, sobrang cold ng kanilang araw. Pero on the other side though, when Hades is on fire, then you could expect that you feel like nasa mundo ka ni Hades kasi this guy just cannot stop at all when you can't stop him.
Yeah, he's really hard to stop force para dito sa side ng 9. Him and K were really a 1-2 punch para dito sa side ng 9. And I would expect them to be a best once again para dito sa depensa at opensa dito ng Fnatic. And yeah, I mean, so far, despite yung heroics galing dito kay Crims, dito sa ating first map, even ending up as the top frag para dito sa side ng Fnatic, it unfortunately did not pan out too well para sa kanila dito sa ating second half. And 9, yun nga, a step ahead dito sa ating first map, and yun nga, that goes the same as well para sa kanilang speed of staking things dito sa ating mapa. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if gagana yung strategy dito ng 9, no, dito sa ating Overpass, considering ayun nga, if you're on the CT, speed is essential dito, and if you are on T, you're gonna have to take your time kasi you have to get map control first, especially dito sa B short at sa connector, and eventually, you know, get something going.
There's a lot of things that you could approach din yung Overpass map natin, where yeah, I mean, I could say that this is definitely a more comfortable map para dito sa Fnatic. Or you look at how they have been performing for the past few games that they've had sa Vertigo, they're not really looking so comfortable. They do feel like they're a little bit more, I'd say, leaning towards comfortability kapag nasa Overpass na tayo. And I think a lot of that comes where you could see a player like Roy at saka si Mezzi, sila naman yung magta-take reins dito sa game natin, where Crims, the guy you could always watch out for kapag you're looking for a guy who can pop off at any random moment. Crims is just that guy, man. Alam niya kung paano ibagay yung sarili niya sa lahat ng sitwasyon na tinataboy sa kanya agad ng kalaban niya. Kaya you know that Crims will be that consistent factor. But what about like the younger players, right? What about Mezzy? Young IGL from Fnatic, a talent that needs to pop off and shine, and he needs to enable din yung mga forces na kailangan mag-pop off din. Si Roy at si Fashir na these riflers, they have a high ceiling, but yung ceiling na yun kailangan i-reach, kailangan mag-init si Roy, kailangan mag-hit din yung mga shots itong si Fashir. And a lot of those head-to-head gun duels, Fashir hasn't had the best of chances. Nagkakaroon siya ng timing kapag let's say na-flash lang yung kalaban, let's say nagkaroon lang ng napaka unexpected na swing itong si Fashir. That's when you know that he's gonna win that. Pero other than that, nawawala na agad yung kanyang agency kapag hindi siya nabibigyan ng ganong kondisyon. Kaya he needs to pop off. Mezzy has to make sure that he pops off.
Yep. They need some redemption dito sa ating map number 2. Especially with that really bad performance dito sa ating first half, and it's strong into a second half meltdown para dito sa side ng Fnatic. And yeah, they need to shift focus dito sa ating map number 2, or else it is gonna be big trouble para sa kanila dito. Already being out so early dito sa ating tournament. And it's only the second day. But there's only 5 teams left, or wait, yeah, 5 teams left. Not much leeway.
That's the thing about like yung ganitong tournament, no? Like, I believe is single elimination lang din, diba? That's the thing. Like, not much of a comeback story to make.
And if you win, spring final is awaiting.
In a way, parang LCQ to ng mga ng mga hindi pa nakakapag-qualify for the spring finals, right? Like yung mga lower tier teams, mas importante to.
Yeah, this is the last chance qualifier.
So a team like 9 who really need this sort of win compared to like Fnatic, where yeah, I mean, they lose a spot, pero then again, a big enough org para makapag-qualify sa iba pang mga showdowns for Blasins. You know, mga pala last na nga pala nila today, kaya mas importante talaga na makapag-qualify, no? Yeah, daming stakes ngayon, pare.
Stakes are high.
Medium
Look at
risk.
this. Yeah. Every single time. Games playing in the back rooms, pare. It's like a nightmare to play it, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
No?
Oh, uy.
The T?
Hindi yung tubig, ah.
That was T. That was T, bro. The T
Okay.
buff.
My bad. Iba yung nakita ko, pre.
Badnet.
Gulat ako kasi kala ko para siyang yung mga nakikita ko sa kanto.
What do you mean?
Yung nakasando. Tapos kasama niya yung mga kaibigan niya, mga 50 years old.
What are you on about?
Yung parang nung bata ka, pinapalapit ka, tapos sabi, oh, gusto mo? Natingin ka na ba ng ganito?
Bro, you are on some weird shit right now, Chris. I think that's the first thing that he just said. I have no idea. I have never experienced this at any point in my life, man.
It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. It goes back to, mabalik ako sa mga memories ko. Nakakita ko ng ganong kulay, iba yung may isip ko.
Oh.
Kulay na tubig.
Sure, bro. Right. Right on. Yeah. Anyway. Technical issue. Connection. 1 minute house. I think they're just enjoying the pause at the moment. We're just waiting for the start of the game. Waiting for the pistol to commence.
I mean, habang hinihintay natin yung pause, like, what about we talk about like the future, right? CS2 and lots of like exciting things na pwedeng lumabas, like the new tick rate, tapos smokes. Ang dami na lang in-announce na gets a lot of people excited, kaya ang dami naglalaro ulit ng CSGO. Pero what about you, Sneaky Frog? What's the one thing that's getting you excited sa CS2?
I think it's just the subtick mostly. You know how most things are gonna be registering faster, and it is still a bit jarring para sa mga ibang players natin dito. Hindi sila sanay na, it is a 1-for-1 from server to player. Nakikita natin dito. So, ayun nga. And I think as soon as we get used to CS2, we're gonna have at least another 20 years, maybe 20 years of CS.
Let's go. CS2. Now, then, forever. Kaya ngayon, 9, kailangan magsimula na ulit ng maayos tapos ng first game win nila ngayon. Simula sa city side, si Hades ang magiging first contact natin. Nakaamoy agad ng raming players from Fnatic over at long. Kaya tamang balik na lang para mapag-angkro. Pagkapatay siya agad, mawawalan agad ng map control ang 9. Kaya balik siya.
Nectar. Control is gonna go in the way of Fnatic so far. Nagbukas ng pinto, tapos babalik dito sa ladder. Tamang ikot lang ang Fnatic dito sa ating mapa. Taking in the scenery, taking in the park, the fountain, the balloons, everything. And pinaikot nila dito yung 9, but not really. They're still in the same place. Boost dito sa ating site. Still could be a quick rotation. And quick is their middle name para dito sa ating city side. 45 seconds. Flash. Smoke. Gonna go down dito sa ating side. Hades first peek. Nakuha na si Nico Dos. Takes his head off. Pare Minyo. Gumugusto rin. Hades. Oh my God! Crispy shots with the USPS, pare. Silent killer. And Crims. You can see the glare, man. 1-0.
Tatlong one-taps yun, Sneaky. Tatlong one-taps yun. And he was just peeking off left and right. Counter-strafing pagkatapos ng little bits of info na nakuha pa lang niya from A-Long. And nagsimula yun kay Nico Dos. At yun yung pinakamagandang pick na makukuha nila dito. Kasi he's usually the guy na pwedeng makapag-hold ng close angle after planting the bomb, right? That eliminates every single pressure point na kailangang ilabas ng Fnatic. And Hades just going off na naman. 3 kills in the round. Pistol pa lang. Init na init si Hades. Paano pa kaya na may hawak na siyang A1S, diba?
Yep. And for A1S immediately, man, he is not messing around dito sa ating Overpass. He wants rounds ended immediately. And it is gonna at least be at the cost of a bigger weaponry dito sa ating round. White peak galing dito kay Kyler. Minio, opportunity just to get some heads with the MP9. Gets double dinked by 2 Glocks. And 1 minute and 10. Hades gets the spray. USP. There it is. 2-0, man.
Run down. MP9 lang in hand. And it started with the connector pushed in from Minyo, I believe, and pretty good spray control gamit ng kanyang napakabilis na SMG. Napakabilis na 2-0 lang din para ma-run down yung advantage na meron ang 9 so far sa game natin dito. It was, I believe, a 5-man save lang din naman para sa Fnatic, kaya they have the time to buy every single rifle para sa kanila. Full armor na din, kaya you know what do you know? You can just rely on these comfortable weapons. Make sure that yung bawat position ng 9 hindi magiging komportable. Pero the underpass push na meron si Fashir, this could be one of those things na makakapag-anoy sa positioning nito si Kyler. Pero nalabas niya ang molly. Ito na yung time para makapag-repick si Kyler. At yan yung magiging first blood natin. Sobrang low on HP pa naman sana ni Kyler. He was looking the shot, pero unfortunate para kay Hades. Kasi nabigyan agad yung 1-for-1 para kay Nico Dos. And this could be the start of something beautiful, Sneaky Frog.
Pero di nila alam na clear pa itong A site. So they are still playing very careful dito sa ating game. And nag-back off na lang sila dito. So they're just gonna gamble na magsisplit na lang ang mga 9 members natin dito. And try to look for another way dito sa ating B site. At least make it a 2v4. And there it is, rest of the Fnatic force. Gonna try to pry their way in. Pero nandito na yung rest back. Galing sa side ng 9 dito.
Wait.
Going
Goofy,
back.
wala siyang cover at sobrang lapit niya doon sa may monster position kaya may dalawa silang flashes na pwedeng gamitin pero dahil doon sila sa kabilang side pumasok, mawawalan ng value yung flashes na meron sila.
Gosh. 15 seconds. Oh, big kill galing dito kay K. The crossfire. K gets to Grims. Getting that quick trade. 7 seconds left. Any nades? Wala. Para dito sa 9. Instead, they have a flank galing dito kay Minyo. Catches Digodos looking the other way. Pero si Grims nakagalil dito sa ating water side. Wide peak. Nakuha si Kyler. 1v1. Minyo, hindi niya matatap. But tap is gonna be what Grims is doing dito sa kanyang ulo dito with the Galil. And there it is. 2-1. The bald man does it.
The only guy na nakagalil sa lahat na naka-AK lang dito, he gets it done sa 1v2. And I think it also was because of where they positioned din yung Fnatic when initially, it was, as I said, parang masasayang kung saan sila nakaposition kung may 4 silang flash. Mas maganda kung sa monster sila manggagaling kasi walang cover tong si, I believe it was Goofy, na nag-hold sa labas ng monster. Hindi pa siya nakakapag-reposition sa pillar and that flash would have been a really good spot for them. Pero dahil doon sila sa water dumaan, they needed to fight a 50-50 angle. May dalawa na lalabas all the way doon sa may city spawn and now, Roy, quick spray! Kasama si Mezzy. Shutdown agad ni Hades para magkaroon ng 2-for-1 pero Minyo, quick counter strafe para mapatay si Fashir with that legal in hand. Kaso napatay sa kanilang 50-50 duel against Hades pero quick shot from Roy equalizes 2 versus 2 ngayon.
No, Goofy. Goofy got himself in a Goofy situation and Grims is gonna be on the winning end of that. Minyo with the flank, but the flank is gonna get flanked dito sa ating B side. So he knows where one of them is, and nandito si Grims. Oh, gets the elevated angle, looking for the knife. Pressing W and A at the same time as hard as possible para hindi siya mahulog dito. And Minyo gonna look in the wrong direction. There's gonna be someone sliding in, and that's gonna be a knife galing dito kay Grims, hitting him with the classic, and Fnatic are back in the game, and economy, a lot para sa kanila dito.
Oh man. The veteran guy who knows every single glitch in this map. Who better, right? Who better than the guy himself? Clutches on one of the rounds tapos ngayon magpapakita kung bakit experience is key for this guy. Right click sa likod na stab si Minyo just as Roy gives himself yung chance para ma-plant yung bomba all the way over to the A site that time. And now, Fnatic revitalized, re-energized, motivated na tuloy. Pagkatapos ng napaka-unique na kills galing kay Crims, resulting in 9. Ini-invest ang kanilang mga tao sa loob ng B-site this time around. Ito yung naging problema ng Fnatic na binigay, ininpekto ang 9 this time sa city side nila. Okay lang kasi nakapistos lang din kaya kung mapapatay nila si Crims, baka okay pa to. Kaso sa spray, nakatatlo pero Tyler, quick shot, but the AK-47 so good on the trigger for Mezzy. Si Kyler na lang pero recover ang Mac 10. Kaso sa sobrang low niya, baka hindi yan magmamatter.
Yep. And that is gonna be 1 minute left. 4 health para dito kay Kyler with the Mac 10. Not the best equipment para sa kanya ngayon pero at least nakakuha siya ng isa dito. Making chip damage siguro sa economy ng Fnatic pero wala naman masyado ang mangyayari sa kanila dito. The snowball continues para dito sa ating EU squad. And they just look to get more dito sa kanilang half.
And also like na hindi, you can say that isolated sequence pero hindi siya solo play as a whole. Kasi you see yung positioning nitong si Mezzy where It was to use yung gun na na-fall down, yung Mac 10 as bait para makapagkuha ng patay tong si Mezzi to get that 4th kill into the round ngayon. And I like that they're comfortable playing those 2-for-2 situations dito. Kasi Crims has always been falling back to making those proactive plays na dapat hindi siya nag-iisa sa mga plays na yun eh. Kaya Mezzi, to call himself doon sa likod ni Crims, a really good call for him. At hindi pa siya tapos ngayon mga kaibigan. Talagang nagsispray pa nga siya kung nakakaamoy siya ng kalaban sa kabilang side ng wall dito.
Oh. Crims is gonna go back. Napakahirap na to. 9. Medyo passive sila sa A site. They like to really heavily invest sa isang site na mapa natin and just have a scout out. It's A site and he 100% saw that and he's already calling for help. Galing sa kanyang team dito, Flash is gonna go through to try and delay ang push dito ng Fnatic and it definitely did something. Stun them a bit. Crims, hindi sila maririnig or hindi maririnig na kalaban dito na merong naglalurk and Mezzi has to be a hit dito sa ating A-side. Dude-man defense versus at least 3. Papasok na nga si Fashir dito, just pressing whatever button W is for him at the moment. And Minio is not even gonna mind, man. Save na lang daw siya dito.
Hindi siya nagalaw, man. Talagang hold na lang sa kung ano yung weapon na meron siya ngayon. Yung A1S Crims. Lurker doon sa may monster. And this time, he gets backstabbed kasi Goofy was trying to look towards yung T-spawn natin to get himself in position. Possibly for a retake. Pwede na i-save yung AWP. Mas lalo na sobrang luno itong si Minyo. At baka yun na nga yung mangyayari. So, T-spawn sila mag-hold, magsasama-sama, mag-ahawak kamay. Habang ang Fnatic, off of a pretty patient play, explode pagkatapos kunin ng Fashir yung entry niya dito. Medyo nahayaan pa nga tong si Kyler nag-iisa eh kasi si Goofy kanina pang nandoon all the way over to the B site habang believe it was K na nag-rotate all the way towards that B site kaya hinayaan na lang ang kaibigan natin. May 4-man save over to 9. Respectable pero giving themselves another loss para magkaroon ng 4th round dun yung Fnatic. It's not a trade that I would like but it's a trade that I respect.
And a timeout. Probably pa na dito sa side ng 9. Great start. Not the best curve or detour para sa kanila dito once Fnatic started winning. And now they're gonna have to go for that eco or for that save instead. Probably magdodrop lang sila para dito kay Kyler. Maybe a FAMAS or something. No, just a straight up M4. Or an AK actually. For the homie. And yeah, seems like they didn't even mind I would say sandbagging pero dropping the last round to get this type of buy. So a lot more can be done para dito sa 9. Oh, pero Kyler, I think Fashir knows.
Nakaamoy at baka si Kyler luluto gamit ng kanyang molly pero buti na lang at may hawak siyang smoke. Pero that smoke, he could have used it para sa retake mamaya. So baka ito yung pinakamagandang chance to use that molly this time habang may lurk all the way over to the B site ulit. Habang may konting mga slow walks ang Fnatic. Trying to make presence known. Roy finding tong si Kyler, magre-reposition sana siya sa loob ng toilets pero before siya magkaroon ng chance, spray siya agad because of the boost picked up by Fnatic ngayon. Si Crims nag-hold pa rin doon sa may monster and this is doing a really good job of knowing kung magpa-flank nga ulit ang 9 and knowing kung doon nga sila manggagaling, diba? May insurance policy pero yung backup baka hindi na kailanganin. Hades to get one dito sa kanyang rival na upper na si Nico Dos. Fnatic slowing down in terms of their momentum. Balik si Crims all the way over to the A site. They fall back to their initial plan. Yung A site push na kanina nag-workout kasi nag-iisa lang yung anchor nila pero si Hades, ito yung prime factor ngayon. Nabatay dahil si Fashir is online at ready. Minyo na nag-iisa, napatay, na hunt down New York. Kaya ngayon, 2 versus 4. And this time, Goofy and K have a choice to either fall back and save ngayon.
There it is. K. Going back dito sa ating B side. No longer any choice for them. In another L. Para dito sa 9. I mean, I think that good start was just a bit of clickbait para dito sa Fnatic. But after that clutch, they just lost all of their steam from whatever they gained dito sa ating first map. And it has to be maybe another timeout, recuperation. Wala silang pera dito. 9 has to make... Yeah, 9 has to make a play dito, man. I mean, they can't be the ones getting caught dito sa mga rounds natin.
I think it's also valuable na willing sila makapag-split up with Crims para they can at least have yung more active players to get those aggressive pushes na ginagawa nitong si Fashir. Whereas you also have yung isa pang backup plan, yung issues policy na meron kayo when it comes to Crims and his positioning, where not only do you serve him up as a guy who could open up space sa kabilang side ng mapa kung hindi nag-work out yung push mo sa A, he's also somebody who could hold the flank din eh. And tendencies from Goofy to play the lurk presence na ginawa niya on Vertigo immediately mitigated dahil sa mga attempts nitong si Crims being the guy holding down yung likod nila habang active sila sa kabilang side. Now Crims, siya naman yung active. They turned up yung proactivity nila ngayon now that they have put 9 on the ropes this time around. The push out for Fnatic at a little bit more confidence sa mga gun duels nila, and all provided by Crims and how much he has provided sa kanilang T-side ngayon.
Yep, and that's just experience talking. Galing dito kay Crims, knowing that 9 is desperate to go for anything dito sa ating round. And that B-short peak was perfect para sa kanila dito. Fnatic look for an opening, and Goofy going down is definitely gonna plant itong 9. Pabalik dito sa ating side, but no, that's not actually the case. Merong magpupush dito, and it is gonna be Kyler. Gamit ang kanyang deagle, pagbakuha niya dito si Wedge, that's gonna be a big AK-47 down. Kyler, naka po, slides in. Nakuha si Wedge. Not gonna go for the AK, man. Tamang patience lang. He is not gonna go anywhere. And meron pang isang tao na pwedeng dumaan sa connector. Hades going for the backup. Has the angle dito sa may backside natin. 30 seconds na lang natitira. Fnatic going for the push. And Minio nakuha na nga si Mezzi. Pero Fashir getting one in return. Hades getting itong dig. Nasunog yung isa. Fashir gonna go down to Kyler. And 9, okay. Back in it.
Kyler, sobrang valuable ng kanyang one tap doon. Kasi not only does that mitigate yung kanilang mid presence for Fnatic, but it also kind of eliminates yung man advantage na meron sila na na-serve up na sana ni Crims nung nag-start sila dito sa round na ito. The hold dito sa may short area, doon sa may water. Kind of one of the things that kind of led them into the winning ways ngayon eh. Now they have more secure over yung short area. Now, they don't even need na i-invest yung ganong kadaming tao when they have outside pressure. Tapos yung Fnatic, hindi sila willing pakatapos mapatay itong si Fashir. Now, play the lurking game. They split up every single corner para dito sa Fnatic. Hindi na nag-iisa si Crims at pwedeng sama-sama sila mag-push over the B-side habang may dalawang naglalurk. Si Nikados at saka si Roy all the way over towards that mid-area habang active sila na nagpupush doon sa may B. Pero ang problema, napatay yung isa mga lurkers na yon. Ano yung value na meron si Roy pakatapos sa patay? Kailangan maging successful. Kaso, Mezzi and Crims, yun na nga yung ginagawa nila dito. Okay lang na namatay si Roy basta meron kaming secure over this B-side plant. Kyler, finding tong si Nico Dos. May plant na nakalabas para sa Fnatic. May konting damage na nilalabas kay Fashir. Pero what more pakatapos nun, di ba?
Could be more. Too low para dito sa Fnatic. Goofy low as well. Kyler looking for the aggressive peak. There's gonna be one person dito sa may long side, and that's gonna be a very important point para dito sa Fnatic. As soon as the wraparound is gonna happen, this could be a really big play. Fashir with the lurk. Could get itong si Goofy. Mezzi is gonna go down, and hindi nila alam na meron pa tao dito sa may B-short, and that's gonna be the escape. Galing dito kay Hades. An attempt masked as a retake dito. Lang, same pala.
Grabe yung positioning nila sa post plant now. They cleaned up. Sa pit naman sila nagkakaroon ng secured area. Now that they have found themselves a winning point doon sa loob ng sandbags with the lure coming out for Fashir. Now this guy is making proactive moves. So this guy is playing the forward position. Tas ngayon, tina-threaten din nila yung bawat corner. Yung bawat pasikot-sikot ng city side map natin. Now, 9. Kinocall yung timeout, okay lang kasi nararamdaman nila yung pressure eh. Crims having a game for himself. Fashir now finding himself unlocked pagkatapos ng mga failed attempts sa mga entry frags na kanina. Ngayon, sa Overpass siya komportable. Ngayon, si Crims, nire-raise yung moral ng teammates over at Fnatic at nakakita sila ngayon ng mga winning advantages. With this type of motivation, 9 have to pick it up. Ito yung isa sa mga buy rounds na napaka-importante. You risk it all, you get yourself yung reward. Pero that is if makukuha mo yung mga patay na importante. Si Crims ngayon yung magiging entry frag para sa members ng Fnatic. And habang wala pang AWP si Nikodos over at the P side, kailangan maging successful yung kanilang napakabilis na rush over at P.
Yep. But I don't think it is gonna be a great start para sa kanila dito. Crims already going down with the Mac 10. For Wedge, meron na siyang space. AK-47, nakatutok. Spray's gonna go down. Big damage. That's gonna kill K 100%. K, not gonna go down just yet. Messi nakakuha ng dalawa dito sa may B-short natin. And then all of a sudden, throughout the gunfire, nakakita tayo ng 2v3. Nikodos dipping. Oh, just right para sa kanya dito. Hades AWP. Is it even needed? Scoping in. Messi with the headshot pare. Fnatic turning around the 2v3 situation dito sa B-site.
And this is the problem with kung paano yung trading space sana ni Crims. Siya yung mag-e-empty, tapos kasama niya kung sino yung naghahawak ng bomba. That's one of the things na naging questionable na tuloy. Yung kung paano ipoposition itong si Crims at saka si Fashir. Si Fashir yung second in na kung pakatapos ng Mac 10 makapatay sana si Crims, na save lang ang lahat. Yung si Nikodos naman yung nag-line up ng makapatay niya. Great positioning from him. It was a pretty awkward space take dito sa opening ng Fnatic, pero na-recover pakatapos ng positioning netong si Nikodos. Finding the more important kills na si Kay at si Goofy. So good on these trades. Now he finds himself the most impactful frags when they need it so much. Na kailangan nila para makapag-equalize sa kanilang map points natin for Fnatic. Now, they find themselves on the driver's seat. Sobrang daming pera. Napaka-aggressive ng positioning ni Fashir. Kaso na punish. Kaya Minyo good for one. Napatay ni Roy over at that party area. And with these frags, mas importante ma-save up sana yung mga pera ng 9. Napapatay ng isa-isa si Minyo na talagang na-drop yung A1S niya. Si Goofy na sobrang low on HP kasama si K. If they drop these guns, mas lalo sila magiging poor, kaya kailangan nilang i-pick yung mga moments nila.
4 to 8 seconds na lang natitira dito sa ating round. And nag-iisip pa dito ang 9 kung anong gagawin nila. Magsisave? Or lalaban ba? Kyler? Gusto pa lababan dito. That's gonna be Nikodos down. 30 seconds na lang. Hades nakaamoy ng isa dito sa may long side namin. Or natin.
Nating lahat.
Nating lahat. Both sides of the server, man. No subtick just yet. Hades. Yun lang. The spray. Tag. Kill para dito kay Crims. 3v3. Okay, wala silang need dito, so wala silang pang-prevent. Nako po, ni-risk pa nila Crims yung madman. Hindi mo nalang pinland sa gitna ng site. Nagmadali pa nga. Safe plan pa yun. Medyo sus yung angle. Are they gonna go for it? Hades, nakuha si Crims. Wedge. Looking for the swing, pero si Kay, what a wide peak. Messi medyo malayo pero nakatutok dito si Hades. It has to be a hit or else it is gonna be death. Oh no. Messi not even gonna make it. Retake galing dito sa 9 and they get all 5 as well.
I mean, I respect it kasi gusto nila ilagay yung bomba as fast as they could para hindi nila ma-lose yung round na to off of time limit. Pero nakalagay siya in a very awkward spot na kinailangan nilang magkaroon ng konting control over A-Long. Kaya nag-wrap around tong si Messi na napakalayo. Pero by the time na napatay na tong si Hades si Crims, nawalan na sila agad ng secure over the site at all. Mas lalo na nung napatay din si Roy, the only guy who could stop that retake from happening. Pero by the start of the post-plant, mas lalo sila nahirapan. Pero si Roy, kailangan i-forgive yung sarili niya mistake dito. It's a good shot over to Kyler. Si Hades naman yung magpa-forward position. Even if napatay rifler na, yung AWP yung papasok sa laban. At least na-equalize. Pero what more can you do after that? Good shot from Nicholas. At least may konting spray from Fashir. But not enough to find the frag kay K. Pero at least nahanap nila yung bomba. At least alam nila kung saan manggagaling. May dalawang tao dun sa B. And it's at least an easier conversion since Hades has been hitting yung shot gamit ng AWP niya.
Yup. There it is. 1 minute left on the clock, pare. Not much time. Flashes gonna go through. 55 seconds na lang natitira. Fashir tumulak na nga. Mahulog si Goofy. Meron bang isa sa water. Kate's gonna go down as well. Great shots galing dito kay Nico Dos. Any wall bangers? Mukhang wala. Messi masugat ng onte. But it's only a flesh wound. And instead, a save para dito kay Hades.
Sa long pass lang yan. Okay lang yan. Sa likod mo, okay lang. Lagyan mo sa likod mo, pare. Okay lang yan. May konting flesh wound lang, Hades. Saving up that AWP. And I like that Fnatic, they take a little bit more control. So, doon sa pag-push nila over at B. It started off with a pretty good push dito from 9. With Hades actually being the one who takes that forward position kasama si Kyler. And risks like these, you expect that you get yung mga rewards na kinailangan mo. Pero there is for a reason, kaya hindi lang naman sila yung may double push dito eh. Si Nikados at saka si Roy, sama-sama sila. Actually, no, they could have actually gotten more if they were able to push out of the CT, but because they didn't want to risk themselves, that little bit more frustration in the faces of 9. Kind of understandable since you already find yourself in a more comfortable spot pagkatapos mo kunin yung Vertigo map very convincingly. Now, you find yourself in a situation na choke out ka sa lahat ng aim duels mo against Fnatic. Outgunned, outmanned, and outbrained sa ilang mga sitwasyon nila. Now, try to aggress. 2 pistols agad sa sandbags, but Nico Dos gets himself a buy one take one special. Salamat sa hamburger at penge din ng ketchup. Pangatlo kay Nino. Pang-apat ba papunta dito kay Kyler, pero hindi. Na-trade off immediately gamit kay Messi. Pero yung AWP, hindi pala. Scout ang hawak ni Hades. 1 versus 3. May konting damage pa na pwedeng ilabas tong si Hades, pero bago pa man siya magkaroon ng chance bumarel, napatay siya agad from heaven, and Messi just good for a double kill.
There it is. Fnatic look to take a quick map number 2 dito with the way that they're playing T-side. It is a lot better considering map pick nga nila to, so they're not messing around no longer. Instead, looking for more opportunities para sa kanila dito. It's not looking great para sa 9, man. Their CT side kind of falling apart dito, running out of steam. I think it is the map being, you know, mas punishing para sa mga players who like to go aggressive.
Yeah. And they've had a great deal of aggressive cases so far dito sa 9 eh. And when do they pull the brakes? Kailan nila ipo-pull back, play for the retake? Maybe take those proactive positions elsewhere, diba? Now they try to do it kasi may dalawang naka-hold up doon sa may A-long position, which is kind of understandable since that's one of the places where Fnatic would like to go. Since paulit-ulit sila papunta doon sa monster, possibly over that mid-doors area. But now, no. They're going back to where they're usually pushed up doon sa may monster ulit at may konting pressure pa all the way over to the other side of that split push. Kyler na sobrang layo sa lahat ng teammates niya sa loob ng toilets. Kailangan may support siya from all the way over doon sa may A site, pero they decide na i-funnel lang lahat ng mga players ng 9, majority of them at least doon sa may B. At because of that jump peak, baka alam na nila na dito manggagaling. With 40 seconds on the clock, Fnatic have to pull the trigger and they need to do it now.
Yep. They need to do it now. or else they're gonna risk getting stuck. Patience paying off though. May nakuha nila si Kyler. Pero Kay getting one in return. Aggression at the same time all around the map. Messi nakuha pa nga si Goofy. Saan pupunta dito yung Fnatic? It is gonna be an 8-take. Hades, nasa yun na nga. Nasa kamay mo na ang ating round. Bomb drop. 15 seconds left. Peeks right. Will he get it? No scope. Not even allowed dito kay Rowedge. Pero Ray or Kay picks up 2 players at the same time. 5 seconds left.
Low sila pareho.
Oh my god, he's gonna peek it. Oh, he gets it, K. KEI, my friend. Not the best time para dito sa Fnatic. This is a very stressful game. As 9 suddenly wakes up in that situation. Medyo kalat yung Fnatic. They try to attack from all sides.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect it too kasi 9 were also pretty clustered kung paano in-approach to ng Fnatic. They were coming at it left, right, and center. The entry out from Frashier that actually kind of caught yung nag-iisang anchor na si Minyo off guard din eh. Plus, Kyler who, again, feels very isolated sa mga players na dito. It kind of gives them that lots of map control. Now Roy entering, walang takot na flash galing kay Messi. Ang sabi niya, salamat pare. Nakuha mo agad yung payment. Nakadalawa si Minyo pagkatapos MP9 in hand, Kyler. May actually hindi siya kailangan. At this point hindi niya kailangan, pre. Napatay na sila agad sa loob ng site. It's another round. Given away yet again and it was that fast.
Yep. It was that fast. There it is. 9. Not on the 9 this time. Instead, it is going to be Fnatic 6. It is going to be for them. 14 para dito kay Hades. 103 ADR. Pretty big impact na naman from that young Polish player. Fnatic Rims on the top spot once again in terms of the damage. Pero Messi, siya nga ang pinakamadaming frags dito. And good news para sa kanila men, no? I mean, Messi has awoken or nakakising na nga siya dito sa ating map number 2. And I've finally turned on this monitor, finally got the settings going, and wala na problema para sa kanya yung paglaro dito ng Overpass.
I think yung nawawala sa Overpass nila na meron nung nasa Vertigo was yung mga success ni Goofy whenever he tries to go for the forward positions or at least the lurking positions, right? Where it was on the CT side, so I would really understand na hindi siya nagkakaroon ng so much success in terms of that lurking. Kaya siguro baka attacker-sided or T-sided player tong si Goofy pagdating natin sa T-side where baka siya naman yung magkakaroon ng position na kanina meron si Crims where he's the guy who is not only gonna be the lurker but also gonna look out towards flanks coming in para dito sa Fnatic. I kind of understand that where Crims is the type of guy where you know that the time is running down and when you're on the T side nasa yung parang kapangyarihan even though it's kind of counterintuitive sa CT in terms of that principle. Kaya people like Goofy have to step up, especially now in the terms of need para sa 9 where they're at risk of giving yung second map na to where we're possibly gonna be seeing Nuke. And Nuke, again, both teams are really good at Nuke, but I would not like to give that 50-50 over to Fnatic.
Yeah, and especially Fnatic, pag nakagain na rin sila ng momentum dito, they could be a very dangerous team to handle. And that's not gonna be a good time for any of our teams. They really want to end this one quick. Pero either side talaga pwede uminit dito. I mean, 9 can still get back into this game no problem.
T-sided 9?
Yeah, it's just, I think this is Fnatic's game to lose, pero this is gonna be a tough one para sa kanila dito to close this one out considering a second half effort could still be available.
Yeah. You kind of have to look towards yung napaka-importante entry dito eh. And you have to pick your moment when you're Kyler. Kasi parang, in a lot of these moments where Kyler or SK, if they don't get their entries through, then it's not gonna be a possible round unless Hades comes up big. Pero hindi mo gusto bigyan ng ganong kalaking burden yung player mong si Hades. Kasi dapat cool ka. Dapat chill ka lang pagdating dito sa mga moments sa ganito. Kaya they have to make it big. Kailangan yung entries nila dito mag-work out. But Overpass is just that type of map where you don't have to go as fast as you could. Look at how Fnatic tried to play yung dalawang rush round sila, diba? Ano nangyari? They got thwarted sa initial push nila at they needed a clutch from Nico Dos para mag-work out in the end yung rushes nila. But against that, now 9 are faced with a similar situation. Saan naman sila manggagaling ngayon? This time on the T side, they look towards getting a split push yet again. Overpass being that map na kailangan mo mag-default, mag-slow map control, especially when you are on CT side. Kaya napakalayo ni Nico Dos over at that toilet area. Pero ang daming tao nag-hold doon sa may B push. Crims, that guy over at Barrels, that guy that you need to invest at least a molly out for. But because of that nade, kailangan bumalik ang 9. Huwag dapat ma-damage ng malayo etong si Kyler before the initial push. And it could work out in the end, but they need all 5 of their heads to do so.
1 minute left. Oh gosh, dito kay Nico Dos and he has to go back. Might be replaced with another player dito, but that's gonna be big damage to start things off dito sa ating round. Hades looking for more to open things up para sa kanyang team. Good 2 taps. That's gonna finish off the low player. That's gonna be Nico Dos. Wala pa nagro-rotate. That's gonna be at least some harassment dito sa B side. Kyler is gonna go down and that's gonna prevent the rotate. Bomb is nowhere near dito sa ating side, so Mezzi can still continue on poking. Pero okay, he has to go back. It's a tough situation para dito sa Fnatic to get back into the side, but it is gonna be a must-win para sa kanila dito.
Daming tao sa bank, 3 na lalabas dito. Kailangan napaka-mabilis ang labasan. Dapat si Roy yung unang makapatay dito kasi siya ang unang makakuha ng patay. Si Hades mawala, si Crims kukuha din ng sarili niyang patay. Post-plant definitely going in the way of Fnatic, mga kaibigan. Goofy 1v4, kaso nga lang, after niya mapatay yung IGL, nandito ang 3 para masecure ang kanilang next round. 10th round win for Fnatic. Magandang push right after the post plant. This time they're not even saving it all. This time they're risking it all.
Grabe naman. What would have been a really good round sana para dito sa side ng 9. In a blink of an eye just disappears. That's gonna be a frustrating one pare kasi yun nga, that could have been the fire starter para dito sa 9. Ito sa ating second half, but they don't get it. Unfortunately, Fnatic with another deny, looking way better dito sa Overpass. So we can go into possibly a nuke para sa ating map number 3.
I think it was also like a loss of timing din kasi they were kind of pushed up doon sa kung kailan sila magpo-push. They already had like that initial pick and they would have used that to pull back and let them rotate on towards the other side of the map. Pero yung, I believe it was itong si, ano ba? Yung isa nag-lurk na masyadong naging mabilis sa kung kailan siya magre-reposition for himself. Kaya nakita siya ng 3 mang tao before pa man magkaroon ng chance yung 9 na makapag-push over at A, which is a loss of timing and a big waste of an opportunity sana for alert.
And let's see, man. Let us see. And no movement at the start of the round just yet. Everyone's standing still. There it is, man. Counter-Strike.
Global offensive. Alright. Slow moves up doon sa may underpass. And a little bit of those Galils. Hades and K having the most amount of firepower dito. Kasama si Goofy for 9. Looking towards them to get themselves yung confidence booster para sa 9. But what is that nade? Surely kinailangan mag-hold ng helmet itong si Crims. Down to 36 HP. Matapos ang smoke na yun, they're definitely sure that they're still in there. Goofy, Kyler just spraying on. At nakadalawa pa nga si Goofy. Nakita na yung veterano. At nakita nila yung objective kaya pagplant ng bomba ang 9. They reposition themselves for the post plant. And Fnatic are left in a situation where they need to retake or they need to save right now.
And running Nico Dos and the boys. Wedge has to go back 9 once again with another surprise win dito. Team full of surprises, but can they still make a streak happen? dito sa ating second half. That could definitely be true. Pero Fnatic also known for their deadly CT sides dito. And para dito sa 9, as long as they can offset yung rhythm dito ng Fnatic, don't let them get that snowball. Even go remotely close to starting para sa kanila dito. Just keep it down.
Hold the brakes at this point. 'Cause then, running out of steam, running out of that flare na nakikita natin from that Vertigo map itself. But now, if patient game correctly, they now get themselves another lifeline dito. Lalo na't yun yung isa mga buy round na kailangan nilang panalunin. Against Fnatic, we're now forced into a weird buy yet again. Nikodos at si Roy hold up dito sa M4 na hawak nila sama-sama. Habang naka 5-7 lang yung ilan dito, nakatigal itong si Fashir at si Mezzi. Again, those rifles gonna be put into good use kapag ang Fnatic nakapag-position sila over at that underpass. How many people are holding that flank position? So many people. Pero how many people are over at that A-long now? Rushing towards that A-site position para man lang magkaroon sila ng objective. This is the time where yung CT positions, they matter so much. And if Crims actually gets itong si K, this would have been good. Kaso nga lang, that Galil just so potent. Mas lalo na dito sa range na ganito. Roy just picking up another, but a jumping shot before he lands the bullet just straight to the head of K. A 3 versus 4, and that Deagle so crispy. On towards the head of Kyler. But at least yun na lang ata yung makukuha niya. Bashir, the right place. Kaso pagkakuha niya ng FAMAS, napatay ni Goofy at ni Hades. 2 versus 2. That A4 gonna go in towards connector. Kaso nga lang, Hades spraying on. May time sila para makapag-rotate on to B. Leaving si Roy in a 1v2.
28 seconds left on the clock. 9 looking for the opening. Hades with the close peek. Pero Goofy, hindi sila pwede mag-line up dito. Full peek. Death para dito kay Hades. But Goofy at least alam nila kung anong angle yung lalaroin dito. And he's gonna risk this water side. The wedge maybe just going for the save at this point. 5 HP. Is a pretty tough dream para sa kanya dito, but he's gonna dream big at least to go for this 1v1. Not gonna find anyone, and the wedge gonna take Goofy down with him, pero hindi, is gonna give him an M4 actually for his actions, and an up and down round then, a roller coaster of a round, but still 9 somehow finds a way to win it.
And this was a disgusting shot. Galing kay Roy. And that's when bullet inaccuracy becomes a myth. Because that one bullet towards the head, pakatapos na i-deal agad yung body damage, just works out. Instant 2 kills para sa kanya after holding up yung underpass position for so long now. Yung connector, again, connecting the stars para dito kay Roy, but not enough to convert into another round. Eto na yung chance para makuha yung 9 out from 9 itself. Kyler just spraying them, peppering them with bullets. Pero tatlo lang ang mapapatay. All good in the hood na yon. Nikodos to pick up yung upgrade. Baka eto na. Eto na. 9 para sa 9-10.
Hades, tamang molly lang, and I think that's gonna be Fnatic just conceding the round. Not the best outlook para dito sa Fnatic so far. Whatever lead that they had dito sa ating first half, vaporized in an instant. Grim's gonna go down. Minio looking for more. Nikodos trying to hide for the sake of this AK-47. Medyo mahirap na. Can't go too far forward dito.
And where else will 9 actually pull it out in the end, you know? How many times will they do that this time where the Fnatic actually lose out on a chance to actually get themselves in 11 kasi naka-pistols lang naman sila dito, and character push. So solid to actually win out yung napaka-importanteng gun round na to eh. Well, Kyler, perfect spray control dito sa tatlo. And he could have actually gotten yung fort kung hindi lang siya nag-gush agad nitong si Nikodos. And it started with a beautiful molly too kasi hindi nila wala silang space para bumalik agad sa positioning kung saan sila nanggaling, di ba? Kaya they needed to either die or fight. Kaso, sa kung paano pinerform nitong si Kyler, die is everything for them. That's a whip shot, a missed opportunity. But Hades, kailangan niya mag-ramp up na ulit if he wants to go back into form. Pagdating natin dito.
Yep. 1 minute 30. Vanity to side ng 9 to find something dito sa ating side. And speaking of the early peaks para sa kanila dito, Hades with a perfect flash, Goofy taking control, Nino with the peak, loses to Crims though, pero at least alam nila na meron darating dito sa may bilong side. So I think Fnatic's gonna back off 1 for 1. That starts with the round.
They pull back, they go back to kung saan sila nagsimula, di ba? That's the discipline that Fnatic are putting out for themselves. Kaya 9 are put into a tough spot where they could go back kung saan namatay itong si Nino, try to commit to what he was initially trying to do, or you pull back, get towards your initial plan, push towards that mid area, risk yourself into a 50-50 fight. May pamas, pero with that perfect positioning, with that peek out for Goofy, it doesn't matter because Goofy is online at si Goofy nakakapatay ng dalawa. May 2 for 1 trade para makuha yung A-side push, pero Roy, perfect position, perfect spray down, pero si Kyler lang ang mapapatay. K to take that perfect shot. And 1 versus 2, Messi na lang, pinagplant ng bomba ang mga players ng 9. Spray na lang sa loob ng smoke, pero nakuha pa rin nila yung objective. How can he play this 1v2 now? Balik agad siguro dun sa bank, maybe repick outside of that smoke via smoke criminal. Anything, konti na lang, mapapatay mo si Goofy, konti na lang, mapapatay mo din si K.
Messi just gonna concede it. Grabe. Fnatic are falling apart dito sa Overpass. And now they have just lost whatever lead they had dito sa ating first half. And 9 making it 10. Now this is the game, man. I mean, no longer are we seeing the super one-side play. Not really super. I mean, it was 9 and 6, but look at this. Crispy boost, flick of the wrist. That's gonna be death. Crims, flashbacks to his homie Olaf, and they land.
Would have actually be, would have been that deadly if it hit the shot, but that still is so sick, that run boost. But Goofy, the guy who's making it work, I've been talking about him na dapat siya yung i-focus para dito sa 9, diba? Where he has been losing on so much impact opportunities all throughout doon sa kanilang city side, diba? Kasi wala yung conditions na meron siya para masucceed. Where he needs to be the one to win those rifle duels, where he needs to be the one to position himself para makapag-line up siya perfectly. And in these past few rounds, yun yung nangyayari para kay Goofy. Kaya siya nagkakaroon ng impact. Kaya nakakahabol ang 9. Needed moments from him. Now, on the back foot, ang Fnatic naman, yung merong pistol round dito. Hindi na sila maghihintay sa kanilang inevitable death. Silang dalawa ang papasok all the way over to the underpass push na naman. K already starting off yung push over the short area, pero Kyler, perfect shot out to Roy. But above all things, K is able to negligate yung 1-for-1 na meron sila dito. It's already a man count advantage for 9.
Yep. And Fnatic, tatlo na lang natitira para sa kanila dito. Not the best scenario para sa ating city side squad. Taking a lot of early damage at ang kanilang M4. Yan, nasa kamay dito ni Messi. No utility whatsoever, so it has to be just the guns. The guns alone nagagawa dito. And even the heaven block para sa smoke, that's gonna make a one-way para kay Messi. Is he gonna find it? Yes, he will. So at least meron silang cheese kahit papano dito sa ating site. Minion nasa kanya yung bomba. And he has to be careful.
Oh my god, so close. He has to smell it. He has to know. Because Grims, he just walks in and gets himself to Nadigel above all things. And this was yung pistol round na meron ang Fnatic, pero hindi nagmamatter lahat ng yon. 3 kills para kay Grims. And it's from a Deagle. Yung bomba nasa harap lang nila. Si Goofy na patay. Tong si Crims, pero from the guy who makes it happen from start to finish dito sa Overpass, he makes it work. Nang nakadiga lang siya.
Yep. The only way that they could have messed up itong round 9, they messed it up somehow, some way, pare. What a heartbreaker for the squad. Hindi yun lang. That is a thing that they have to think about dito. And Jesus. That could be a tip for parang it's a 9, but they still have money. Not much though. One buy na lang ang pwede nilang gawin dito. Fnatic. Just as clutch as ever dito sa Overpass. And it is gonna be the patience game.
How often do you see Crims ng ganito yung kanyang fragging potential, diba? How often can you see this guy hit frags like this recently? Not much, but this time Bashir takes himself a 3K. Nakita agad yung tatlong riflers lalabas ng monster at nakita ng halimaw. 1 versus 4, Hades, EWP in hand. Pagkatapos siya maglabas ng smoke, Mamba out, sabi ni Hades. Patay na yung 4 kong kaibigan, sige. Hindi ako sasama dyan. Tama na yan.
Yep. Hades is gonna save the AWP. Sayang, man. I mean, 9. They could have at least stretched the lead a lot more considering Fnatic. Meron lang sila mga deagles dun sa round na natalo sila. Kaso yun lang. Crims with the clutch timing on that deagle, pare. Bashir even getting a headshot to the wooden panel and grabe, napakadali para sa kanya dito. Walang flash, not anything to block his vision at all.
And I think dun sa round there, Minyo had like 2 flashes to invest into that. Where were they? Yung teammates niya yung flash. Kaya ganun.
Sure.
Counter-terrorists win.
Jeez.
Nuke becoming more and more of a possibility.
Yeah. And I think everyone's preparing for it. They're like, it's gonna be Nuke.
Yeah,
Pero,
pati tayo eh. Pati tayo, na-expect ko na nga eh.
yeah. This is the F it version, na? Like, is it time to throw away everything para dito sa side ng 9 and hope for the best?
Lalo na si Hades lang yung nag-iisa nilang merong baril dito. AWP in hand, pero sobrang layo niya sa mga teammates na. They already have info na nakapush sila agad. But look at these frags. Mezzy, Roy, everybody on Fnatic pushed up sa T-side. In your face, kumbaga. Yung offense nila dito. They eliminate yung AWP. They leave K to leave scrambled up with 5 people all over him. Tap dito. Oh, not enough. Mezzy just good with the shot. AK-47 in hand. 13-round win para sa Fnatic. And it's just looking so good towards match point na dito, man. I mean, Fnatic are looking very unstoppable. Pakatapos ng clutch na ginawa ni Crims, pakatapos ng napakahirap na defense holdover at that monster area, looking more and more likely na Nuke ang pupuntahan natin pakatapos nito.
Timeout para dito sa 9. The third in the entire game. So meron pa sila isa just in case it is gonna get to that desperate time. And I mean, it's not looking good para sa kanila dito so far. Para sa Fnatic, I mean, 3 rounds away from winning everything. They're basically cheating dito sa ating game. No problem whatsoever. And yung economy nila, man, they go for the rest of the game actually with just buying para sa kanila dito. And 9, they have to go for wins. No longer economy damage ang hapon nila dito. They have to get these points.
Yeah, may dalawang AWP na pwedeng bilhin itong si Nico Dos pakatapos sa round na to. Even if he dies, he has more reserve money just for him to sustain up towards match point for parehong team na to. Now, Minyo, he has to make himself has to make his presence known. He's been so quiet all throughout this game. Maybe because he's the support rifler. Maybe because Nine have been putting all of their resources para magkaroon ng clutch. Kaso nga lang, Mezzi, the call para magkaroon ng timing for that boost. Napatay itong si Minyo, and I've been talking about him. Dapat mag-step up tong si Minyo, pero bago siya magkaroon ng chance mag-step up, he steps down, sits down, sabi nitong si Mezzi.
And now with a man advantage, Fnatic still staying still. You already got the pick on Minio. Doesn't have to really invest too far forward in sa ating round. And the 9 know exactly this, so they're just shifting around dito sa connector. Baka may mag-overpeak on both sides, pero depende talaga kung ano yung mangyayari dito. Even Fnatic getting themselves a lot more space. Flash is gonna go through, and it has to be at least a pop dito sa may long side. Pareho dapat bulag si Bashir and si Grims dito. Not gonna be the perfect flash in, but Bashir not gonna be blind at all. The patience behind the pillar. Grims nakuha si Goopy and Bashir. The two-man combo dito sa ating side. And Rowedge even joining the party dito sa ating B side. And 14-10, Fnatic looking to close out the game natin.
And that was the most important buyout na din sana. And 9. Oh man. Shitting the bed. Bago pa man sila magkaroon ng chance to even plant. But that flash, it was in due diligence sana. But because they weren't able to secure the close angle, and because they also had a secure hold doon sa likod ng pillar area, eh, hindi nila matatalo yun. That 2-for-1 combo na meron dito for Fnatic. Their defense just unstoppable. Mas lalo na't hindi sila nagkaroon ng pick. Bago sila mag-push over that short area. This time, Mezzi showing why he's dangerous dito sa mga wallbangable spots. Konti na lang, may headshot niya sana. Itong mga players ng 9. Tech 9's in hand for 3 of these players, and they need to make these shots count. Kaso, so much delay, so much hesitation. Mas lalo na't may molly set up para dito sa pag-push nila over at that sandbags area. Kaya dapat mag-establish din ng split push. But because they smoked it up, because Crims has been so potent doon sa may monster area, every single option just looks so deniable all the way from Fnatic's defense.
Tech 9's not much tools para dito sa 9 to make anything happen. Peaks. Has to be surprise play, possibly coming in galing dito sa 9. And once again, it's the same strat na nakita natin from that prior round. Just mixing around this connector side. K not gonna find anything. He's gonna go down. Tech 9's and the boys going into the B side instead. Grims gonna be the first victim. Kyler with a clear running gun on the Tech 9 Kagana. Dito kay Grims, pero hindi kay Pasir. Hades attempting something. A saving grace para dito sa 9 to prevent itong match point. And Nico Dos 100% heard the wedge. Gonna be down as well. Hades with the perfect position dito sa may water side. As long as he doesn't get traded, he is A-okay. Pero i-check pa nila to. I-check pa nila to. That's gonna be the headshot. 2 in an instant. But unfortunately, it's still Fnatic.
And that was the position that they were holding in one of the T-sided rounds that they had kanina, trying to take yung page out of the Fnatic playbook. Hades, he had the perfect call, sana. But because Roy played that same position kanina, it was right for him to check. But look at how close this round would have been. Lalo't nung nakapick up si Hades ng AK from one of the fallen guns. And I believe that was from the guy doon sa in-between pillars at saka sandbags area. The guy who fell down before he could even defend yung mismong B-site. Sobrang close para mapanalo nito si Hades, pero because he lost that 1v1 duel against Roy, he needs to pick things up. Kaso, this is the last round to do so sa Overpass, mga kaibigan. Crims to start off ang patay dito kay K. Not looking so hot para kay 9. Looking closer and closer para makuha yung nuke map natin to push it towards yung potential reverse sweep ng Fnatic. And it starts with this 5 versus 4 ngayon sa A-long push na ginagawa ng 9. They need to make this count.
And Fnatic on the cusp dito sa ating game. Only 4 left in the way para sa kanila dito. There it is. 2 instantly para dito kay Goofy. There is still life dito sa ating squad. Double scope. Nico Dos caught sleeping. Not done just yet. Napakatropa natin dito sa side ng 9. They want to fight still.
Time, 40 seconds. Hold pa rin ni Fashir the same position he's been holding for so long. Mezzi, just perfect patience na naman over at that bottle area. But because he only gets 2, pwedeng makapag-run over. But he has the bomb within his vicinity. Nasa harap niya yung bomba mismo. At si Hades at si Goofy, kailangan nilang i-rush ito. But it's over at that monster position na pwedeng ma-spray. Kaso nga lang, Hades, ginamit ang buhay nitong si Goofy before he can even fall for a second frag para dito kay Mezzi. He just uses him as cover. He uses him as bait para man lang magkaroon ng lifeline. 9 to play another round sa overpass natin. Grabe sa sobrang close na yun. Akala ko tapos na tayo. Pero dahil sa recovery ni Goofy with the spray transfer, giving so much life para dito sa 9.
11 to 15. Might I say comeback? Nicolas says no. Minio, first one down para dito sa 9, daring to go aggressive. But still, Fnatic not afraid to push the line forward para sa kanilang team dito. Now they have playground but they don't have possession of connector. Nicolas nakatingin. Rowedge, nakita na si Hades. Is this gonna be the push? Galing dito kay Kyler. Flash is gonna go through. Fate, Nicolas gonna be forced to back off. Molotov. Connector control is very important. Goofy mo, wala pa nga. Pero si Kay, naandito na sa B-short. Is he gonna call his teammate? Pero mayroon 2 tao dito sa may spawn. Kyler nakuha si Rowedge. And the smoke is actually gonna help. Itong 9. Oh, sees the head. Not gonna pop just yet. Looking for the bigger fish. Nico Dos could be the next victim. Kay has to make a play para. He has to make a play now. It's now or never para dito sa ating 9 squad. And Nico Dos deciding to just help itong teammate niya sa ating site. Deep. Kyler, great reaction. 35 seconds.
Kyler can just plant.
He can just plant. Meron pang flank. Okay, gusto ko mag-push dito si K-Men para may space sila sa ABC. Pero meron na silang space dito sa short side. And that could be K going down. The timing, men. Not too bad. K sees a flash dito sa may long side. Fashir gonna spot someone dito sa may water. So that's gonna be enough pressure. K, makukuha si Crims. K, makukuha si Fashir. 9 are still in it.
And Kyler, the hero of the round din. Kasi that boost would have been everything for them. Pero the reaction timing, yung speed, after niya ma-expect yung positioning netong si Nico Dos. And it was so close to. Kasi kung mapapatay niya yung dalawang nagpupush from Monster, then that would have been it. Fnatic would have had the time on their side. It would have run down. Pero 9, relying on Kyler and K to pick things up na naman in a position where they need them so much to clutch. They prove it to themselves na kayang-kaya nila against the veterans themselves. Kita mo yung positioning ni K. That was the redemption arc that he needed. The same position that Hades na hinahold niya against that 1v2 clutch na napanalan ni Roy. Now, he wins the same fights over and over again, picking up yung patay kay Crims at saka kay Fashir from heaven and all the way over towards that right side of pit. The perfect chance para ma-redeem yung story ng 9 over this overpass game. Sobrang dikit na laban na to. Kayang-kaya pa rin ng 9, lalo na taka-pistols lang ang Fnatic. Pero yun din ang sinabi natin kanina, ang daming Fnatic players all the way over to the A-long position. Kapag nag-overpush ang mga players ng 9, masusurprise sila sa tinarami-raming USP dito. Buti na lang walang tao doon.
1 minute and 20. Not much time. The Obies. Then yun na nga, Minio wanting his sweet revenge dito sa Fnatic. Not get the ace, but Fashir instead. Switching to USP. There's a guy chasing him. That's gonna be Kyler, I think. Tama AK lang. Tamang save. Fnatic at least will maybe get one in their pocket, but most likely 9. Hopefully, mawawala sa kanyang kamay dito. If you are a 9 supporter at the moment, you are praying for this man's death kasi nga, economy can still be a factor para dito sa Fnatic. He's gonna get spotted. 13-15. And kakaya na sinabi ko, it's still a buy. Sa Fnatic, they have that type of economy and loss bonus. Nakakatulong pa sila dito. So 9 have 2 rounds. 2 chances.
Look at how small that choke point was too. Kaya nag-line up yung mga ulo eh. Kaya nag-line up yung ilang mga headshots para napakadali lang ng mow down itong si Minyo. And this guy needed to step up so much. Not the best in terms of his KD. Pero konting-konti na lang, he can trail behind itong Fnatic. Lalo na't kapag napanalo nila yung next buy round na to. Importante na ma-build up nila ito. Lalo na't last round na sadya na ito. Kapag natalo sila, mawawala na agad yung overpass. You can say goodbye to your momentum. Goodbye to your confidence. Fnatic playing with so much security and agency this time. They have 2 chances. Bago pa man sila ma-throw off into overtime, they can get themselves another free push. Nikados with another doon sa toilets, and this is the same position he is known for. No scope para kay Nikados. At nag-push agad si Minyo, pero dito siya mapapatay. Roy to get another, and he has to get so pushed up para magkaroon ng value. Yung tatlo na napatay dito from 9. Split push up from both K and Hades, pero sobrang layo nila over towards A. Nandito na agad yung Fnatic. Nandito na yung position from the defense. This is looking so hot from the CT-sided players now. K walks up. He walks in towards that crosshair, but Roy, before the smoke can even dissipate, napatay niya agad si K. 1 versus 4, but that one shot to the head, yun yung tatapos sa overpass para sa 9 as he move on to Nuke because Fnatic equalized the series 1-1.
There it is. Fnatic just finished off a dream of a comeback, cut short para dito sa 9, and they just have to dream it dito sa map number 3 natin, which is gonna be Nuke. And Fnatic prevent something what could have set off alarms dito sa kanilang org, but now they breathe a sigh of relief. And quite the performance para sa mga players who really didn't show up dito sa mga ibang games natin. Ropedge and Mezzy back in the picture. Fashir dying a lot, but that's just his role. Nikados, let's see with the up a bit. Pero Hades na naman, top frag, no surprise para dito sa 9. Kyler, second para sa kanyang team, pero overpass goes in the way of Fnatic, pare.
Yeah, and a lot of these come into when Crims has activated in a lot of these rounds where kailangan niyang i-hold yung monster, and he has done that for like multiple rounds now, whether on yung CT side or sa T side siya nagsimula. Kasi whenever he would have that pressure point, that's when 9, they don't even get a chance na pumush dun sa monster unless they really needed to do so. At doon lang sa mga last rounds lang sila nagkakaroon ng opportunity to do so. Because Crims has been a little bit more niya ibibigay yung monster control eh. But at the times that he has control, it's just so difficult para magkaroon sila ng any sort of penetration papunta doon sa may B site itself. Kaya kudos dito kay Crims. Kudos to everybody on Fnatic actually showing off their best work sa CT side nila. And even if it was getting so rocky pagdating doon sa ating second half, they just pulled through, lalo na after yung mga clutch plays na nakikita natin at from these guys of Fnatic.
Yep. Fnatic. So let's see, man. Map number 3 could be theirs if they do choose to do so. Odds are looking nice para sa kanila dito, but 9 is really active on Nuke as well. So let's see who is gonna take the dub in the end. Just have to tune in, guys. So guys, that has been the official Filipino broadcast ng Blast Premier Spring Showdown. We will be right back for map number 3 in just a bit. So see you in a bit.
Phew, barely made it. Oh, no!
Freeze! There's no escape!
Damn it, no ammo.
Stay there, I say! Surrender! This time luck isn't on your side!
Let's check it out.
Shit! What the hell is that?
Oh crap!
You missed, motherfucker! What the fuck is going on?
Wow, this must be my lucky day. The link is in the description box.
At nagbabalik tayo mga kaibigan sa Blast Premier Spring Showdown, ang quarterfinals between Fnatic versus 9. Ako nga pala si Dan Fem, kasama ko si Sneaky Frog. Nagtatlong games pa nga. Nakabawi ang Fnatic pagkatapos ng clutch moments out from both Crims at saka itong si Fashir. Kaya ngayon, lalaban na tuloy tayo sa Nuke kung saan makikita kung reverse sweep pa nga tayo dito for Fnatic or mababawas ba yung momentum ng Fnatic ngayon ng 9 ma-activate na sobrang late into the series.
Yeah, I mean, both teams napaka-experienced naman dito sa ating Nuke na map, so walang problema para sa kanilang dalawa, no, to just make another close game possibly dito sa ating map number 3. But what would common, no, dito sa dalawang teams natin dito is they'd like to at least have that early streak going, especially around 3 or 4 gusto nilang simulan ang usual win streak na nakita natin sa Fnatic Arena, nakita natin sa 9. So maybe we're gonna see a lot of that dito sa may Nuke side, especially considering sa CT it's a very streaky side ng mapa natin, no, but you could say the same as well para dito sa ating D side, but that's more heavy on the execution siguro, which could impact yung pwedeng gawin dito ng 9, no, considering I think Fnatic setup could be better.
The 9 are definitely gonna be on the back foot ngayon. They are starting on CT, where they could actually have themselves like a pretty strong A side defense, or you could do something different like hold everything over at that B side defense too. That kind of opens up din yung mismong main para magkaroon sila ng outside pressure. And that's the thing about like outside, since like if binigay agad over to, I believe, Fnatic when they start on T side doon sa outside, then they could have two choices. You could either use yung smoke against them and push in towards that garage control, or i-surprise nila yung main player na I believe ipe-play agad ng isa mga 9 players natin dito. So lots of ways para ma-approach ito ng ating Fnatic players. Man, oh man. Nuke, what a beautiful map, no? It can be that very iconic moment. Ang daming mga retakes na nangyayari. Pero more often than not, people save in a lot of these situations, but they don't actually need to.
Yeah, but Nuke is a map where a lot of weird stuff can happen, especially dito sa city side. Some smokes can really just block an entire push off. Daming angles na kailangan isipin dito ng mga teams. But if they can open the map up either sa outside or sa may ramp, it's gonna make it a lot easier para sa push dito ng ating 9 or Fnatic squad. We still don't know who is gonna be starting dito sa ating last map, but I think my guess is gonna be Fnatic city side. Nope, guess wrong.
Joke lang.
Yo.
Yeah. And he's now Kyler. It's the guy holding yung ating dualies ngayon compared to how they started doon sa ating I believe it was Vertigo, where it was Goofy was holding yung dualies natin for that CT side round. Now Fnatic going on what I was expecting for them to do. It's the smoke out para magkaroon sila ng konting garage push, pero what a shot again, dismantling yung defense natin when it comes to their offense. This time, Roy at si Fashir opening things up to A site, and a good shot from Mezzi. Biglang naging 1 versus 3.
Space, but not really. Fnatic, grabe naman. First round already dito sa ating game, and coming off the gate swinging dito sa T-side natin. Perfect pace that you want to play at. Especially dito sa mapa na to. You want to be there before the team or the CTs are perfectly set up dito sa ating side. You have to catch them at that odd timing. And exactly that. Yun na nga yung nangyari dito. Initial outside fight, but it was all on the inside. So Fnatic spread out and they found some holes dito sa depensa ng Moonshine.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty much just isolated every single position from the CT. And with these opening frags, Fnatic finding an opening in every single possibility. Trailed up sa kanilang T side ngayon, of all things. Now, more comfortable to play that patience game since they have all the guns in the world. A lot more anxiety sa mga utak ng 9 ngayon. Kailangan nilang gumawa ng desisyon. Either you funnel up every single play over that A side. Yes, that is something that they can do. Pero now, they re-hit. Balik ang Fnatic sa kung saan sila nanalo kanina. Goofy with a great shot kay Roy. Hades to get another scout para makakuha ng 2 for 1 dito. At least a bit of damage, pero where is one of those rifles? Naka-hold up na agad sa vicinity ng mga players ng 9. And after that, they just decide to give it away.
Yep. And Hades with the scout on the outside. Or Spy could be working para dito sa 9 considering they did get the first 2. But they still have to get that third man. 2v4 is a lot easier to play. But no one is hunting galing dito sa side ng 9 and I think that's fine for now. Nothing really too major that they can go for at the moment. 20 seconds. Fnatic. You have to do something now or else risk losing this entire round. I think naspatan dito si Kyler. Grims with a nice shot dito kay Hades and I think they're also really aiming for Kyler pero nakuha na si Nico. Does the guy behind them actually. 5 seconds left. Nenzi. He can plant but too late. He's too thick, my friend. 1-1, 9 with an answer back.
And that's one of the disadvantages of having a big pussy. Kasi ang hirap eh. No, I mean, no. Think about it, right? Kasi,
Say bud, man.
like,
Say bud, bro.
no, literally. Kasi, hindi siya makapag-wrap around from that default area. He can't run away. He already got gushed down. Na-slow down siya. Na-tag. You know? Kasi laki yung kanyang character model. Nakita siya agad before he could wrap around. That's what I'm trying to say, dude. Like,
I think that's not the best word to describe it, but sure. The bootiest Maximus. The gluteus Maximus. Other than whatever just spouted out of your mouth. That's probably result of playing too much of the other FPS. Pero 1 minute and 28. Tech 9s, pistols, everything available para dito sa Fnatic. They can make crunch time happen dito sa may ramp. And Minio is gonna go back. Bashir sliding in. Minio being a bit cheeky dito sa ating side is gonna use the ramp to his advantage. Bashir is gonna fall down. He has to reload because it is an M4A1S. Rowedge, Mohulog, Minio getting at the hat-trick. Yes, he can. Gay with the finish. And 2-1, 9. What would have been a bad start para sa kanila dito. Fnatic instead are crawling to get back into this game.
and Crims was also like preparing himself for a drop-down shot sana, pero because he lined himself up for a possible second frag dito, gave himself up for an opening, and it started with Hades with this quick shot, expecting the push shot doon sa may silo just to get themselves yung first frag dito for the players on 9. Outside pressure already given away. It's a CT and 9 are taking full cover of it. Again, same positions. Now holding down yung kanilang red area this time. Not giving up too much space. Fnatic already hold up doon sa may ramp. What a shot from Minio. 2 of these kills and a nade for good measure. Goofy to trade it with another 2 kills para dito sa 9. And without even losing anything in the process of that.
Yep. Minio. Perfect play on the M4A1S. Just getting 2. Classic clip size is not enough, so he has to get that M4A4 backup. Timeout para dito sa Fnatic, and emotionally 9 are looking really good at the moment. People are all smiles. Fnatic people are all stressed. Dito sa Nuke, map number 3. CT side is going their way, and they can start the streak here, man. Just like I said, this could be the easier side para sa kanila dito. Fnatic has their surprises on the T side, pero Nuke, we are talking about Nuke here, man.
Such a slow start from Fnatic and what I thought was it gonna be a really good pistol para sa kanila. They have all the cards on the table. Crim's having a really good game for himself. Si Nikados also actually finding himself a lot of good form. Pero Nino has been really good on these spray downs. Plus Goofy is already picking himself back up after a very faulty game doon sa ating second half. Kaya ngayon, Fnatic, they're not really doing anything to alleviate yung pressure na nilalabas all the way over to the other side of that ramp. But this time, K actually oversteps na ngayon. At eto, yung punish na ilalabas. May konting waterfall na sila all the way down towards ramp. And Mino, a really narrow angle. Kung mapapatay niya siguro si Nico, would have been perfect. Pero because he has an A1S, it's not gonna hit. Si Fashir ang kukuha ng patay kay Goofy. And this opens up yung push doon sa may window area. But Fashir opening up the sight na naman. Nasa loob ng B. Ang Fnatic makakuha na agad ulit ng plant ng ganong kadali lang ulit.
Yep, Hades. No choice but to save. No Optus yet para dito sa 9. But they could afford dito sa ating next round. Hades could actually drop this M4 if he does survive with it. And the wedge could get taken down. Damage na lang ang habol dito ng 9. Sa economy ng Fnatic, which is not really much, no? I mean, every single weapon is valuable here para sa kanila dito. So they have to keep it in their pockets.
Not give away too much. Lalo na they're at the verge of actually losing lots of their money. Kaya kind of smart that they actually trade out this one round para man lang masave yung economy nila, considering that it will cut costs, it will cut yung kung ano mang losses ang meron sila ng time na yun. But what a recovery, kasi it all started with Bashir actually getting this. Let's do a little bit more. 9 actually not giving themselves too much here, too much hope. I mean, Fnatic getting every single aim duel possibly so. And again, Fashir showing why he's really good on these entries. Just somebody stop this man. Neutralize the threat over para sa Fnatic. Just to make sure na sobrang slow nila pagdating sa progress. Now this mid push is gonna be everything. The ramps area again being heavily contested by both Fnatic at saka ang 9. Babalik pagkatapos ng Molly at hindi nila agad-agad binigyan ng pakialam ang Molly na nilabas itong si Mino. Kaya ito, balik agad sa drop. It's another out para dito kay Hades. 2 for 1. At least may isa na pinatay itong si Crims. But before that, they need to get themselves doon sa loob ng B. Pero sino yun nandito? Si Goofy lang ang naghihintay para doon sa Molly. That's a little bit more of a delay. At binigay agad yung space para sa Fnatic and they bomb plant. Let's go.
Yep, Digo Dos. Molotov dito sa Mysterio side. Lot more delay para dito sa Fnatic. They can just lay it down. And they're just gonna run away. Mezzy. Not much that he can do. Okay! Really nice 2 headshots galing sa kanya dito. Nico Dos. Last one. Para sa kanyang team. They know exactly where he is. Nico Dos looking for the prevent. But Hades has the angle 4-2 and 9. In the blink of an eye dahil dito kay K. Getting that 2K, man. Grabe, 9. Now 4-2. I mean, there's just stretching yung lead dito sa ating first half. Bit of an oopsie dito sa ating last round. At a quick recovery.
And around they needed to kasi again, minimal economy damage dealt from the previous round itong Fnatic. They have a lot of money. A lot of these guns and a lot of these utilities para makapag-save into this round where they funnel all of their resources into this one. Pag natalo sila dito, wala sila masyadong pera, wala silang magagawang tsansa into the next coming round unless malasa nila ulit ang mga players ng 9. A good spray from Goofy, kaso nakadalawa pagkatapos ng Molly from the grave. Mino, sobrang ganda ng kanyang spray. Napakagandang timing din kasi nakadalawa siya off of that beautiful positioning. 1 versus 3 na ngayon. Crimson nag-iisa. The veteran that has pulled up so many clutches from the previous game has to step up big. Another patay para dito kay Kyler. It's all good until you realize na wala sa kanya yung bomba. And K lurking from the shadows. Getting another frag. Patay agad si Crims bago niya makita yung flank na nangyari sa likod niya.
Yeah, I mean, perfect timing galing dito kay Mino. And just looking for that angle galing dito sa may trophy room side natin. And even that flank galing dito kay Cave to secure the round or wedge. Medyo may traffic in the molly, which is not the best news. Big damage could happen. And the 5th round para dito sa 9. And now, is this gonna be the op? Yes, it will para dito kay Hades. And Fnatic back on the pistols.
9 back on their winning ways, confident as ever. Ngayon, binigay na yung AWP nitong si Hades. The first time we'll be seeing that. Kyler on top, but falling down into the grave. Goofy at least nakita agad. Nakuha ang kanyang grenade frag. At least a bit more damage done, at least before they can even put down yung bomb. Fnatic, they are successful sa pagkuha ng objective. But what about the round itself? Mas lalo na tapatay ni Mino. Itong si Mezzi para man lang magkaroon siya ng 4 versus 2. A bit of a tap. Pero Nikados has found himself doon sa may heaven side. Pero Hades, quick shot of Flick. He made noise before he can put himself up doon sa heaven area. And it wasn't even planted for him, kaya it doesn't really matter.
Everything going well para dito sa 9. No longer falling para dito sa mga force buys ng tropa natin ng Fnatic. Instead, it is gonna be them just trapping them within the site itself. Hades with some nice shots on the AWP. Despite the plant, Fnatic, they just got retaked dito. And nothing really gained from that site. And instead, they just get trapped dito sa ating A. And Fnatic gonna look for somewhat of an execute dito sa outside, no, to change things up for their sake. Kasi nga, they're still stuck on 2.
Bit of a gap towards the smoke. Baka pwedeng gamitin to ni Hades after what seems to be a bit of a slight chance na pwede niyang gamitin dito. Now, Roy finding himself a bit of a rat spot sa loob ng garage. Pwede niyang gamitin to for the later coming round. Habang si Hades sa surveying kung nakapag-push pa nga yung isa mga players ng Fnatic. And if he comes back towards garage, then there's a threat si Roy na pwedeng i-pick off yung up para dito sa mga players ng 9. Pero Kyler is waiting in the shadows. Nandito si Fashir sa katabi lang niya. Hindi niya alam, naamoy niya. Nasa-sense niya na at least may isa, kaya hino-hold niya yung position niya dito. 1 point of contact and 1 bullet to change everything dito sa round na to. Fashir just has to make it huge. Kapag nag-wrap around siya dito, kailangan i-expect niya yung close angle ni Kyler. But man, the tension. Sobrang tense talaga ng round na to eh. Kapag napatay at least isa dito, they give up mid-lobby.
Yep. And Fnatic low on economy as well. So a must-win para sa kanila dito. 30 seconds left on the clock. Fnatic. Konting bawas dito kay Mino, but Kyler, as soon as he hears that ladder gonna go down, narinig na to 100%. He's gonna go back up. No, he's just gonna smoke it. A bit of space para sa kanya dito. Shoots through the smoke. Have to get out. Decides to go back in. 3 kills para dito sa Fnatic. They somehow open it. 10 seconds. The vent. Who's gonna win? Mezzi, low HP, but they still get the plant. Neo does get one. Does see the guy in the corner. Doesn't even check it. W key a bit too hot para dito kay Minyo.
So tense, man. Kasi now they not only came up a bit too close, but after the kill over to Kyler, they gave up so much space over to the A main position. Kaya nakadalawang patay itong si Mezzi. And the way that he did that was a way that could dismantle agad yung defense nila over at A, where they thought they put all of their trust doon kay Kyler para mapatay yung nag-iisa doon sa lobby. And he had the jackpot din. But the positioning after from the CT side of 9, that was what was negligible. Kaya Hades, to get this kill is big. Kasi now that they eliminated yung entry, they have to force themselves doon sa mga lurking positions. K with another, and this is looking so good para sa 9 so far. Fnatic losing out on every important aim duel. Kailangan ma-clutch up ng 3 players ng Fnatic para at least maging worth it yung 2 patay dito.
Yep. 9 so far still showing none of their cards dito sa ating round. Hades na dito sa may ramp side natin. Naka-AWP lang nakatutok. Making sure na walang makakalurk galing dito sa side ng Fnatic from that side of the map. Instead, they go target itong secret area natin. And Mezzi looking for that double doors entrance maybe. Pero meron pa namang presence ng isang player dito sa ating side. And K, of course, looking for that opening dito sa likod. Pero Minio. Okay. Oh my god. The flank, the shot. Messi nakuha na nga ng isa. Crims, Tigodos. Crims, oh my god, how does he guess that? Kyler's gonna go down. Minio in the vent though. May kita niya ba dito? Si Nigodos. There it is.
Nakakonting lesson pa nga bago tayo makapunta sa end result natin, Sneak. Very surprising, pero not at all. Kasi 9 definitely had it after a pretty quick secure of that AWP kill. Hades, so good with that AWP, man. And how much these riflers have contributed then to the cause. Yun yung talagang noteworthy din eh. Because they put themselves sa mga position na pang-cut off kung saan magre-team position yung mga players ng Fnatic eh. And they're not looking so hot so far. Naka-pistols na ulit. 9 looking so strong sa CT side nila over at Nuke. This is why it was okay for them na ma-leave open yung Nuke in the first place. Not even needing to question kung bakit. Okay lang yung parehong records ng Nuke ng parehong 9 at saka Fnatic kasi kaya na nalabanan eh. Over at that CT side, this time they show that they can try to duel them outright in center. Kyler finding yung shot dito kay Roy after the whiff of that AWP. Pagkatapos doon, mag-rush nila palabas ng hot. Pero dahil nandito si Goofy, mag-shutdown lang siya ng push. 2 kills off of that. And Hades to follow with another. It's all looking so well and done. And Mezzi, oh man, impossible task. Naka P250 lang. We've seen this before out of KDN, pero impossible.
Yeah. Especially considering there's a jump peeker. Goofy's gonna get info. Mezzi gonna try to go for something and he's not even gonna get the kill. Not really a noteworthy round para dito sa Fnatic as they only had pistols that time. And pretty clean. I think dito sa 9, they save all their weaponry and they boost yung kanilang economy dito. And that means it is gonna be a timeout galing dito sa Fnatic. And Fnatic have to figure it out, man. Kasi they can't get too deep in the hole, especially dito sa Nuke. And just like I said, it is a game of streaks between these two teams. And it seems like 9, they're catching the wave.
Yeah. I think that's like the whole story of the series nga, you know, they've been getting so many of these one-sided halves. Nagka-trade lang from Vertigo. Now, nag-start din sila sa Overpass where Fnatic also got themselves yung napakagandang first half nila. This time 9, showing that they're a very formidable CT side team over at Nuke and one step closer from eliminating tong Fnatic sa Springshowdown natin, and that's a pretty big thing to say. Number 10, number 11 on the leaderboard ngayon sa world ranking. And when you're 9, you're looking to make a big splash. Lalo na dito sa EU Showdown where you're at the same tournament as Fnatic, the same tournament as C9 of all things. Make a huge impression of yourself bago kayo pumunta sa main event. What a perfect time to do so ngayon, lalo na nasa CT side on 5-round advantages. Quick taps over to Crims actually getting themselves the 2-for-1 because that was a pretty good trade from the AWP after that huge engagement doon sa may ramp area. But where did Kyler come from? All the way from heaven, dealing hell down to Roy. Goofy, the only anchor sa loob ng B, just shutting everything down para sa chances ng Fnatic. And you thought they had energy, you thought they had life in them? No. Na-declare ng guilty ang every single member of Fnatic. Or they can find themselves out of bounds, out of this trajectory. No. They're all out in the air. But they're shut down before they can even land. Crims. Creeping up slightly, slowly but surely sa loob ng A-side natin ngayon. Hawak niya yung bomba. Tag-iisa lang naman yung threat dito all the way from heaven. So he just has to plant at the most safest of comfortable places. Pero 10 seconds. He has time to plant. He has time to get more money. Pero pagkataas dun sa vent, Kyler was able to shut him down. But at least that's a little bit more damage. A little bit more money towards Fnatic's economy. But that's it. That's all that they can get. That's all that they can hope for. After the shot from Hades, it was just all done and dusted.
Yep. 9 and 3 possibly. Grabe. Goofy is really just popping off. Hades with the expected reaction when your teammate hits the headshot. 14-5. Goofy, man, so far has been carrying, and we've been seeing glimpses of it dito sa mga mapa natin. Vertigo and Overpass. And now, full effect na nga dito sa Nuke. It is quite lurker-friendly yung mapa na to, so I think he's really having a good time. At the moment, Fnatic having to use their third timeout dito sa T side, and they just can't figure it out somehow.
No. Actually exhausting every single avenue. Kasi, in a lot of these rounds where Crims at si Mezzi, they take that coordination. They use yung contact nitong EWP ni Nikodos para karoon ng short range angle si Crims. In these moments, that's when you see the gel coming in sa Fnatic. But sometimes the gel's not enough. Sometimes kailangan yung synergy peppered in with more of that firepower. More of yung mga aim duels sa kailangan panalunin. And man, Mino and Goofy are doing so much of their best work. This time, Fashir takes one of them down. Goofy actually finds yung IGL ng Fnatic. Not looking too hot on him too. He's 5'11 so far dito sa ating Nuke map, and with the positioning that they have for themselves, kind of uncomfortable when it comes to it kasi babalik sila sa outside tapos they have to waste a lot of time para makuha yung garage push. Nandun si Hades. They take one. They need to fall back, but that's also burning 20 more seconds before they can even go for the bomb plant.
Hades not allowing himself in the open dito. Great decision actually. Baka matrap pa siya dito sa may outside garage. That's gonna be a really good flick dito kay Wedge. Fast and accurate at the same time. Hades gonna be in a bit of trouble. Kyler madadrop yung bomba. Pasher makukuha dito si Kyler, but I think he sees someone or he smells someone dito sa my door. Does not get it at the end. 10-3, double digits para dito sa 9. Looking for that 12. God damn, it's like playing bingo or something. 19 numbers.
God, how many times are we gonna be crediting those CADs, man? Goofy is also like pretty clutched up in sa mga moments na kailangan niyang panalunin yung kanyang mga anchoring positions, plus being that second guy when he needs assistance from teammates niya. Now he's stepping up so huge dito sa round na to. Look at how much pressure he's dealing onto them. Roy, sobrang low on HP. Patay pa nga ni Goofy. Nandito pa nga yung spray. At yung bomba, naku po, baka madrop pa nga doon. Nandun sa may B-site. Hawak nitong si Fashir kasama agad ni Nikodos, pero Mezzi finding yung shot dito kay K, the only man who was outside of that push over B.
Oh,
pero yung perfect spray nitong si Fashir, okay na yan. Pero dalawa na lang sila. Nag-iisa lang yung nag-hold ng bomba. Kasama niya si Mezzi ngayon na may AK. Or M4.
Kyler, you have to keep your gun out, my friend, and is looking for that wraparound, and they discover na meron isang tao dito sa pinto. Mezzi with a great timing, but do they have the time? No, they don't. They have Kit. That's the defuse. 9 lose 2, but they win the round anyways. 11 para sa kanila dito. Last round para makabawi ang Fnatic. They had the chance, they had the timing. Mezzi taking a bit too long, but the Kit was clutch.
They had the man count for 9. Kaya by this point, Fnatic, alam nila na hindi yun top lang. Alam nilang hindi yun fake para dito sa Fnatic. Kaya 9. They had all the confidence para makuha mismo yung bomb defuse because of the Kit, because of yung kung ilang mga players nandun sa B. Secured yung positioning nitong si Goofy, kaya nakapag-defuse siya by 5 seconds alone. Habang yung Fnatic nag-hesitate sila kasi akala nila fake. Now, they need to not hesitate. Roy, siya naman yung papasok dito, napatay niya si Hades. The only upper para dito sa mga players ng 9, shutting down immediately yung long-range angles nila. And that outside pressure, gone immediately. Kaya ang Fnatic, walang hesitation mag-push. Kaya Nikodos sumabog sa mukha ni Goofy. This time with a 3 versus 5. to start off really good on their T side. But Nico Dos just so flashed out. K to follow through. Roy getting a double kill. Yung entry nila all the way over to that red side is opening up yung space sa my main. And it's all on Minyo. The spray, nakita si Fashir at si Roy. Pero si Crims at si Mezzi, hindi pa rin babalik para sa bomb. They just wanna fight. They just wanna find him. But a triple kill. He needs a 4K. He needs a 4K. One more to find clutch from Minyo. 1v4. Grabe ka pare. The Polish just comes up huge.
Grabe, Minio out of nowhere, and even Roedge. Eyes wide open. What just happened dito sa Fnatic? They get rolled over by a single player. A single entry fragger. 2 players on 3-digit ADR para dito sa 9 men. They are reactivated dito sa ating Nuke. And Fnatic are stomped dito sa ating first half.
1v4. 1v4 for Minyo. And this is when you know Sneaky Frog's actually playing it. Kasi, man, hindi ka magsasave kapag alam mong last round eh. You need to fight. At alam mong nag-iisa ka lang, you have nothing to lose. I just question kung bakit bumalik yung Fnatic para labanan siya eh. Kasi they had the bomb, nasa kanila yung bomba, nasa kanila yung objective. It's an open push doon sa may aimin at alam mo na nasa kabilang side lang ng red yung kalaban mo. Kaya ba't hindi nila tinakbo yun, di ba?
Yeah. That's definitely a run angle. Pero yun lang. Fortunately, they were shot before they were even anywhere remotely close to a sprint. And this is where we end up. Fnatic, only 3 sa ating game, now has to get at least 8 to get back into the game. And yeah, I mean, this is a well-needed timeout para sa kanila dito, or at least time off, kasi nga they're a bit they're throwing eggs to a wall pare as a solution right now, and that wasn't really working for most of the time.
Walking on eggshells, kumbaga. Cracked eggshells. Yeah. Oh, Fnatic. Oh man, oh man. In rounds, nakakala mo, sure win na para sa kanila. Just find a way para ma-drop yung bomba mismo. Man. I mean, you can't help it kasi yung mentality na yun, one guy na lang. Tas 4 lang kayo, you can, okay, so the first peak, the first kill, okay, that would have been okay kasi 50-50 gunfight yun, walang cover yung kalaban mo eh. Then the same could be said dun sa long range angle. Parang yung kaibigan lang natin na hindi magaling sa long range fights, diba? Tapos, by the end of it, that 2 versus 1 was just where the cookie crumbles na eh. So now, you fight off a very difficult second half na ngayon on, believe it is, the CT side na ngayon para sa Fnatic. And if you are praying for a very, very one-sided CT side, you are a Fnatic fan na mga kaibigan. Pero, not looking too bright. Considering yung kung gaano ka-init na ngayon, yung dalawang riflers, itong si Minyo, tsaka itong si Kyler. Goofy has been popping off too, man. This is so hard to shut down.
Yup. But not impossible, man. There is a possibility for him to still be shut down. But this is still quite the challenging time para sa kanila dito. They have to get at least a really good round or somewhat of a one-sided round para sa kanila dito. Kasi nga, yeah, I mean, he anticipated na this guy was still credit card or something. That's annoying.
Ano tinitingnan niya? Check out the box. Oh well. So itong short time na meron tayo dito. Now 9 have recuperated. Not even that. Recovered. Revitalized yung sarili nila dito. Nakabawi against Fnatic pagkatapos ng kanilang napaka-disastrous na second map natin dito sa series na to. Now, Fnatic on the back foot. This time, relying on Fashir sa kanyang first contact. Nakadulis lang. Short range. Rate of fire through the roof, mga kaibigan. Hinihintay lang kung saan lalabas yung smoke, saan lalabas yung flash. At sa pag-flash nila, dito lalabas yung Fashir.
no,
Pero
Fashir's gone.
one tap to the head. Galing sa pistol itong si Goofy. But Kyler follows through with a
After the
2K.
work.
But at least another through Hades. Osh got shut down. Nikados finding
Bomb down.
another. And Crims at least gets another. Yung bomb. Not actually looking too hot. Napakaganda ng position itong si Roy. A dually kill kay Goofy. And a 1v3 for Kyler.
No smokes as well. Oh, he gets one! Oh, it doesn't get the gush. Grabe, Fnatic gets saved by a miracle pistol run galing sa kanila dito. It was quite the back and forth, pero nahulog yung bomba sa my door side and they couldn't pick up the slack. Ay, yung kill dito ni Hades. He would have had outside control dito.
Yeah. That would have been another split na pwedeng gamitin itong si
Down
Hades.
little
Kasi
force.
just want to give this round away. Ang nasa isip nila, since we have a couple of rounds, we have a lot working for us sa ating first half advantage kanina. Pwede nating ibigay round na to. Siguro save a lot more pagdating dito sa ating T-side natin. But Roy, he has that MP9 and he could deal a bit more damage. Nade falling through but not really enough para mapatay itong si Goofy, but he's still holding that close angle. Nikados with a scat. Lots of damage kay Kyler.
Pass
Not
that dig.
enough para mapatay siya.
He's gonna pass that dig. Oh, Sense flying, man. His turn. Oh, gets tagged.
One by one.
One by one, man. I mean, sa lahat ng mandigan nila dito. And who's up next? Hades? Oh, nakuha si Wedge. Third time's a charm. And Goofy does get Nikados. Not too bad. Para beats a 9. If they just lose this round, at least they cause 2 rifles to fall. And K gonna be the last guy. And then, okay, Eco. Para beats a 9.
Not too shabby. Because then they caused a bit of a recession in terms of the economy. So dalawang players sila dito, man. But I also like that Nikados just decided to pick up the scout here kasi that actually gives themselves your long range advantage. In terms of since wala sila masyadong era for utility at all, that red push wasn't really the safest place to be at kapag ka nasa T-side ka. Kaya 9 walking into very long range territory. Roy though, picking up the slack, nakita agad si Kai. All good with this MP9, showing how much value it has kapag ka nasa short range engagement. At si Minion, eto na ata ang pinakamalaki yung mistake pero na-flickan siya agad ni Minyo. Patay si Roy in a blink of an eye, 4 versus 4.
Hindi ko wag napilitin ni Hades dito, men, pero kailangan nila ng control dito sa may ramp side in order to support itong outside player na si Minyo. Hades walks in. Nakita siya dito ni Crims. But the very, very late peek galing dito kay Kyler could be really good. That's gonna be Crims down. Flash actually gonna help itong si Kyler get away. And Goofy gets the kill dito kay Nikados. Mezzy and Fasher on the wrong side of the map. Or are they? Pupunta na nga ng lobby, man. Fasher, he's in the best spot right now.
Crims actually helped out yung naging push out nitong si Kyler kasi yung flash na yun, it actually eliminated yung long range angle from the other side of that Rams control. And my oh my, if only walang flash yun, they only would have had more kills into the pocket. Kyler getting another kay Mezzy. Napaka-late to the party, napaka-late to the call too. 1 versus 3 na ngayon. Fashir, the guy who has the MP9, just gets clutched up and flanked by Mino himself.
Minyo.
Mino. Moinoy.
Mahoy Minyoy. Ay. 13-5. Fnatic back at it again. Crims in utter disbelief, pare. He can't believe his eyes.
That's a screenshot if I've ever seen one. That's a meme looking to be developed. Pero this time, ano ba yung kailangan maging character development ng Fnatic ngayon? Since they still have the same control over one of the vents areas, it could cause a bit of a cut kung magpupush nga dito ang 9, pero they're playing this very smartly. Pagkatapos ng pag-push doon sa loob ng hotdick. Pull back. Make a little bit more presence para mapag-rotate yung iba pa. Invest too many of their players doon sa may A. And possibly look towards that outside control where the only man who could stop it is the guy who has the scout. And Nikodos, sobrang 50-50 na to.
He has to hit the shot ASAP or else this is gonna be really bad. Para sa side, and now Fnatic. 5-7 shots galing dito kay Mezzy. Fasher gonna get the first one. Goofy, the fadeaway shot galing dito kay Mezzy is gonna take him down. So B-side na lang ang option dito ng 9 and they have to go fast. K looking for that outside play. Yun lang, Nikodos making sure to line up the head and K's gonna go down. And the 2 AKs left. Ako po, the lobby crunch as well. Fnatic. That's a way to get back into the game. Slow crawl into the enemy team. Nikodos with the scout. He's done it before.
Oh man. Same spot too. So kung saan siya nakapag-clutch ng 1v4. Now it has to be an ace clutch. 5 para sa Fnatic. At least nakita niya si Nikodos. Has a little bit of an inkling kung saan ang galing tong isa pang nasa red. Kaso hinahabol na lang siya. They already know where he is. Hunting him down like wolves. Hinintay no rundown yung time. Kaya Roy, no hesitation sa pag-push dito kay Minyo. He's putting up a really good game for himself so far dito sa ating series. Pero what is this defense over at A, man? Look how many times na malalason ang 9. Sobrang dami na ng chance sa over these buy rounds. They get underhanded agad by these pistol games or these pistol pickups by Mezzy. Tsaka si Fashir na one of the guys, the only guys who had the rifle dito, just made sure na valuable yung kanyang magiging rifle. Worth it.
Worth it. Yeah. Timeout. Para sa side ng 9. And they don't want this to get too far out of hand. Goofy 22 and 10 dito sa ating game. So far with the performance of his lifetime, Minyo with that earlier clutch. One of the reasons why 9 is in 13 in the first place. And here we go, man. 3 rounds left para dito sa 9. 6 rounds para dito sa Fnatic to tie things up. And the wedge, makuha pa nga si K. And I think this is only gonna be a pistol, honestly.
Just funneling it into Roy. 2 kills agad. Pakatapos mapatay itong si Minyo at si K. And confidence building up, money on the high again. They can funnel this up. A triple kill para kay Roy. And this young man, just showing why he's so potent kapag nasa aggressive angles. Itong si Roy, when you put him in these spots right here. Not much damage, bawas man lang, kahit armor lang. Ayun, 1 tap to the head galing kay Goofy. And maybe that could be enough para maklatch up ito. At least, one of the rifles recovered. Crims walking down another headshot. Gawin nating dalawa. Crims just picking it up ulit para sa Fnatic. 13-7 na ngayon at still a climb, I would say. Pero, in terms of like, kung paano nila binibuild ulit yung confidence nila, this is a pretty good fire starter. And Roy, being that catalyst, sabi ko, man, kapag mainit si Roy, iinat ang Fnatic.
Yep. But Crim's really doing his job as well. Really well, actually. And Fnatic now back in the picture dito sa ating game. It's not too bad para sa Fnatic to maybe come back. They are on CT side and they can just defend and punish these mistakes na ginagawa ng 9. Pero speaking of Kyler, in the wrong place, yun lang. Where is Blood looking at? Definitely advance. Nikodos. Makuha na nga si K. 3v5 and 9 might be another save angle para sa kanila dito.
What's Kyler doing too? I think that was like a rush towards that fence area. Tas wala. I think Roy was just hunting down, trying to survey the area as he would seem. I think he was one of the yung isa mga tao na after that sound cue dun nang magkakaroon survey pero hindi. It's not a safe call. They're actually gonna try to push on forward. Please make a bit of noise before they can even end the round. May konting time pa rin naman sila. Pero it's just all just gets shut down kasi Fashion just holding this so perfectly. 2 kills sa headshot over at that squeaky door. Wala eh. When it comes to these engagements in these buy rounds, when push comes to shove, it all matters when aggressive players like Bashir and Roy actually pick up the slack, and they are definitely picking it up.
Yeah, leeway getting smaller and smaller para dito sa 9, and they have to call their second timeout pa lang. So, ang dami pa silang timeout dito, no? Plenty of time to recover, and considering they only have to get 3 rounds to finish this game off and move on dito sa ating bracket. They'll go up against big. 9 can just take their time.
Time check mga kaibigan, it's 5:13 AM dito sa Pilipinas. Good morning sa inyong lahat. At kung ngayon yung pa lang kami nakakasabay, 9 are putting up a really good fight sana, pero Fnatic fighting back with everything that they got ngayon. Full of utility, full of life. Pero you can't say the same para sa 9 ngayon. All tech 9s. At alam mo kung ano yung mangyayari pagkatapos dito. It's all a rush. It's all an aggressive push para man lang magkaroon ng advantage dito. Fast smokes papunta doon sa garage. And si Roy ang mag-iisang pwedeng mag-hold para man lang hindi mangyari yung garage control dito. Messi now the one who tests yung push dito with a spray. Nakita si Minyo at si K. But Hades good with one. Yun yung magiging rifle na ibibigay sa kamay nitong si Hades. That's one. They got themselves yung push dito sa may B. Medyo late to the call ito si Nikados, pero that's a perfect angle too kasi may AWP at may gandang smoke dito para hindi sila mapatay.
This could be the round. Kyler needs to do something. He needs to get out. He needs to get out. Oh my god, Bashir allowed him.
Sobrang lapit. Oh my god, he would have actually gotten out, pero hindi.
He got Bashir.
He gave himself yung leeway. And Kyler actually picked this up tong si Bashir. He has to distract, he has to get himself up. Kasi napaka-late to the call. Nuke just has to play this
they're not
perfectly.
defusing.
Quick shot from the Tech 9.
The door.
At kailangan
Close the
niya
door.
i-defuse ito, pero the hole, it's been set up at the AK-47. Roy, 2 seconds.
Kyler needs to peek.
Defuse lang. Peek it up. But he
120.
denies him. Kyler.
Point
Thumbs up
28.
huge with a kill.
Point 28 yung difference, pare. Yun yung nakita, yun yung last second ko nakita doon sa bomba natin. The leeway is so thin, razor thin, just like Grim's hair length, pare. That's how thin it is. Yeah, damn. The door play. Point 23, man.
And the fact that he didn't hesitate to kasi alam niya na nasa kanya yung oras.
Napansin. Like, no, yeah!
Relief. Fresh off, but look at this spray from Messi.
Push it
Good
out!
shots too.
Damn, Kyler.
From their up top too kasi hindi na nag-work out yung pag-push outside of that hot push. That's squeaky control. And nothing gained out of it too kasi Goofy, he was just left to die. At wala ding nagawa yung gush papunta dito kay Minyo. The 2 top fraggers para sa 9 that need to pick up the slack na ulit para mapatay yung mga anchoring positions dito from Fnatic. But Crims, the guy that we've been watching out for ever since he started sa Overpass, he's been coming up huge with these 4Ks ngayon. Kailangan niyang gawin to ulit. Narinig niya yung pag-drop ng tatlo. Waterfall out, but Crims picks this perfect moment na patay itong si K. Pero Kyler to find that kill over to Crims. Hades opens up yung site para dito sa players ng 9. And Messi just picks his perfect timing. Hinihintay yung pagplant ng bomba. Bubuksan yung pito. Napatay agad si Kyler. It's a 1v2 ngayon. Nalabas. Pinatay si Nikodos. 1v1. And against Faster na sobrang late to the call. 15 seconds para magplant ng bomba si Hades. Hinihintay kung saan lalabas. And Bashir playing this so patiently, so calmly. Ice cold para dito sa Fnatic. Pero now, all the time on the side on 9 ngayon. And Fnatic laying all of their cards dito para kay Bashir. All the chips. Pagka-pick na tong si Hades, baka mapatay pa. Nadig pa. Bashir.
Oh my God, Hades.
Low. At si Hades na rin. Maranalo si Bashir. Oh my
Grabe.
God! Fnatic extend to another round.
These players refuse to play time. And I love him for it. You just gotta fake it, honestly. 14-9. Fnatic are not yet out dito sa ating game. Looking for that potential comeback. They lost a round pero di sila nagpatalo agad dito sa ating next. They know that they still have the buy. They know that they still have the threats. Pero yun lang, I think Hades should have grabbed the off lane. I think ni-risk na yun dapat.
So close for comfort again on the same side kung saan nakapag-clutch up ating players on 9. They got up huge but another. Pero Fnatic denying them. Bashir winning out that gunfight. So huge. Lalo na't wala masyadong time si Hades. Nikodos now climbing up the same momentum that they had sa kanilang round kanina. Now picking things up, flicking, but not hitting the shot. Balik agad sa position, but Hades good for one. Headshot papunta sa ulo ng young upper para sa Fnatic. As Goofy finds himself sa loob ng lockers, but man oh man, sobrang lapit ni Crims. Alam na alam. Dito naka-hold up si Goofy. Kaya kailangan hintayin. Flash out, maybe utility play coming out for Fnatic. Hintayin, i-weed out itong si Goofy who's trying to hold up. Wala siyang cover, walang at all. Worst timing to even push outside of that windows. And Crims, a freebie. A 4 versus 3.
Yung mga A-player nag-lobby na. Minyo has the chance para maglason dito, pero medyo malabo. Oh, he misses the ladder as well. Babawasan pa siya doon. This might be a save, pero yeah, this is rough para sa 9. Their economy is already looking super bad dito.
Man, it's so uncomfortable.
If
These
Bashir
20 seconds. Bashir, the only guy. He might die, but no, he takes one with him. But no, he doesn't actually die. He actually converts to a third. What is this guy on? Where did this energy come from? When they needed it the most, they pull it out in the direst of straits. Pero now, Fnatic, 10th round for themselves. We doubted this guy. Yung nag-iisang anchor dito sa may loob ng A-site mismo. Pero at the worst of timings para sa lahat ng players on 9, was the best of shots for Fnatic. And that again, they pull out a 3K from Bashir.
Yep. And exchange dito sa labas. I think Goofy trying to anticipate the push dito ni Crims. Crims trying to go for something risky. Could be bad para sa kanya dito. I think he smells something. And he might just back off. Dami na mawala. That could be the forward push. Leg out. Crims in cover. Timing perfect para sa kanya dito with the wraparound spray. Not gonna hit itong si Hades, but that's already plenty of damage. Flash dito kay Rowedge. He's gonna have to back off. No more control dito sa may ramp side. Itong Fnatic. Instead, they're gonna focus on the site. Great lobby push actually para sa kanila dito. This is gonna force a B-take. Galing dito sa 9. No one really defending it at all actually. Galing dito sa Fnatic. So they're gonna commit itong si Fasher dito sa may lower side natin. And as soon as Minyo does get that cross, it is gonna be free reign para sa kanya. Pero walang tatalikod galing sa kanila dito. Rowedge gets the kill dito kay Kay. And Minyo's gonna go down as well. Hades, wala yung bomba sa kanya. That's gonna be heard. Door open possibly. And Hades gets a bit of space. Okay, but it's a the back silo, but I think he inched a bit too forward. 14-11, Fnatic still in it.
Yeah, they also had a little bit of a scuffle bago pa man sila magkaroon ng push dun no? Kasi they were attacked by both sides. Since yung ramps push na neutralize agad itong si Roy, actually came up huge kasi not only did they use that as a point in contact, but that was also a way to distract themselves para makapag-push na agad palabas itong si Bashir. That was a pretty big play out. Kaya nagkaroon ng bait and switch dun They were focused up doon sa likod nila pagkatapos patayin ni Roy yung dalawa nilang kasama. Tapos pagkatapos dun, yung tao doon sa may closet door actually used yung ingay nitong si Roy para mapatay niya yung nag-iisa nagpa-plant ng bomba. That was beautiful. Timing was so impeccable doon sa kung paano nila in-engage yun. But it all started doon sa 2 kills dito sa may ramps eh. Roy was just so comfortable with these 2 kicks.
Damn. 4th timeout used. Last chance. Para dito sa 9 to close this one out. It's a pretty tough one.
This guy's so close, man.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta respect it kasi at this point, you're playing for all the marbles. Ngayon, you're playing for tournament life. Yeah. You know, the brakes are on. Tapos yung Fnatic, nagkakaroon na ng winning streak, a hot streak at that point. 3-round winning streak for Fnatic. They started this in a 14-9 ngayon. Oh man, we're looking at a possible 14-12. But that is if hindi nag-work out yung Tech 9 rush. Na medyo gagawin na agad ng 9 if walang outside pressure this time around. Hunt now being secured. This time, i-entry na agad ni Goofy. Walang takot at walang pasensya at all. Kyler to get that first frag. Bashir goes down. Amino to get a second. And this is looking so good para sa 9. But what about Roy? The only guy na nag-hold doon sa may vents area. Fighting 2 picks. Goofy and Mino. Shitting up immediately yung picks dito from 9. The 1v2. Nico Doss hits the perfect shot. 12 rounds. And 2 more para ma-equalize. Nahabol ang Fnatic kung kailan kailangan nilang gawin yun.
Yup, Fnatic on the verge of coming back dito sa ating game. And grabe, 4 rounds in a row para sa kanila dito. For 1 round, there's gonna be, for 1 side round, there's gonna be 3 CT side rounds. That's the exchange so far. Now this may continues para sa Fnatic thanks to Roach and Crims. Dito sa ating side, it's getting frustrating para dito sa 9, no? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they did right dito sa mapa na to. Pero Fnatic, they're starting to expose some of these mistakes dito si Roach in a bit of hot water.
Hindi rin siya na-punish kanina eh kasi yung nag-iisang may molly was Hades and he was pretty late to the call after ng outside pressure na nilalabas sila dito for 9. Kaya wala yung molly, hindi na take care yung position ni Roy at hindi tuloy siya at all na tradean pagkatapos ng 2 frags na yun. A bit of a sneaky play too para kay K para now set himself up for a push. But K actually finding to si Krems through the smoke and that's a beautiful play. At least one of the utility players down. And Goofy kasama si K para magkaroon ng garage control. But Roy actually picking that up. Pero dahil narinig yung reload, wala siyang panahon para makuha yung pangalawa. As Mino shutting down si Roy, ang hot shot player para sa Fnatic.
Oh,
At Nico
Goofy.
Doss. Oh, that's a perfect shot. Goofy finding yung AWP. And because of this, pwede sila mag-push over towards that A side. It's so free. Walang tao at all para madepensahan yung A. But Fashir, if they hesitate, Fashir can actually capitalize. Dalawa na nakahold sa garage at mababarkan. But Hades, quick shot with the AWP. But Mezzi, eto na yung 1 versus 2.
Need to run!
Mapatay si
Yo,
Hades, but they need to
you guys
run.
need to plant.
Yung bomba, wala! Hindi pa napaplant. Oh my God, Sneaky. They need to fight, but no!
God, they almost missed that
Mezzi! They kill him. Sobrang
Messi should
lapit.
have just stopped peeking there. I mean, 9 seconds, kinakabahan na yung mga 9 members natin dito. That could have been a
So close,
disaster
man.
for 9, man.
And hindi ko na-realize na napatay pala nila yung bomba. God damn. Punishing rounds. So punishing. So close. And Mezzi, as you said, pwede siya bumalik doon sa garage kung saan siya nanggaling kasi all the slack has been picked up na naman eh.
Yep. And match point finally para dito sa 9. Took them a while, but here they are anyways. Grabe, the bait and switch play dito sa outside and an almost accident. If it wasn't for Hades' fast reaction, man, this would have been a done deal. But round na to.
The guy to do it all. The all-rounder. Para sa 9. And possibly delivering Fnatic. Yung early tournament point nila. Oh my God, Kyler! Ganyan ang rush. Ganyang kabilis. Nico Dos had no time para mag-reposition at all.
Sinarado pa yung pinto. The opposite. What a Chad, bro. What a nice Chad. Kind Chad. Polite Chad. With manners. Pero yun nga, 125. Smoke. Flashes. Dito sa labas road. Trying to fight back gamit ang MP9. But I think it is gonna be a rough estimate. Taps. He's gonna get melted down. Slow play galing dito sa side ng 9 is messing with Fnatic's head. Pepsi Grims. 5-7 man. 1 by 1. Fnatic falls. Fasher gonna go down as well. Mukhang wala na yung Fnatic. They say goodbye to the spring final and 9. They upset ang ating team dito. Grims getting burned down. Hades getting shot up. But they know exactly where he is. Miracle play ito pag magawa ito ni Grims. Pero 11 HP and a dream, man. It's not even a possibility.
Yan na to. No? No, this is impossible. Because at this point, you either hook up a miracle or
Play KDA.
they just play KDA. No, they just try to like fight him ng 1 by 1. But this isn't ranked. This isn't anywhere else. You can just try to fight him. Naku po, yun na ata yung mistake na pwedeng gawin ni Kea. Dito na!
Oh my God, the plot armor.
Pero dito, ang plot armor coming down to reality. And if you thought it was a Cinderella story, no. It is a bloodbath. A slugfest for both 9 at Fnatic. But 9 pulling out the most insane round para man lang makabawi against Fnatic.
Perfect,
they do it
man.
like
It's
this.
Perfect. Ay, ay, ay. And 9, man. Happy but still a lot to fix bago sila pumasok ng semifinals dito. And Fnatic out of the playoff picture. Goofy with 26, Hades 24, Mania 24. Big 3 para dito sa 9. And now, they're gonna go up against Big. Grabe.
And they were also off to like a pretty strong 3 games din kanina. Nakakala natin Asia CS, pare. Wala eh. Hindi mangyayari yan kasi Big is just too good, man. Crimbo just actually too clean with the shots kanina. Kaya it's a big matchup to look out for. 9 versus Big for tomorrow, and that's pretty banger of a match kung malalaman natin if the core of 9 will actually pick things up. Pero Fnatic, goodbye sa kanila ngayon. Napaka-early ng exit, unfortunately, sa quarterfinals natin. Ano? I mean, it's not like it's the last we'll see of them, diba? I mean,
yeah.
they're still good, pero not as good as 9.
Yep, definitely a disappointing result para dito sa Fnatic. No? We're still looking for redemption, especially after Pro League. No, not the best result para sa kanila dito. Now, they're gonna look for redemption, unfortunately, in the next tournament as 9 with the big upset. 80s, man. He's doing it. All these ex-Ents pros somehow, some way making their own team work. And hopefully we do see more of that very, very soon. And yeah, we do see some highlights scanning dito sa ating game. It was really rough para dito sa Fnatic. But then they got the comeback going.
You know, I was pretty happy with the performance pa rin from Fnatic, even though it was pretty disappointing towards the end of it. I was expecting that Crims would be playing like the same utility player that we would usually see him sa mga past games niya, but I was looking at like yung history ng Fnatic ngayon with how they've been playing the past few months, and he hasn't been doing well sa frag department, diba? He has been having the most amount of kills. Hindi din siya nakakapag-follow with his teammates all throughout. Pero in these last 2 maps, di niya pinakita kung gaano siya ka-valuable as a player. Siya yung nagda-lockdown ng mga kahit saan. Siya yung nagiging shining bright hope para dito sa Fnatic ng time na yan. Pero when push comes to shove, yung firepower talaga nagli-lean towards all, and in these small minuscule moments, 9 really picked it up, and they definitely delivered pagdating dito sa ating last series today.
Yeah, and that is it. para sa ating nasties for the official Philippine broadcast of last premier Spring Showdown. Make sure to check out our socials, Sneaky Forecasts on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. It is Dad Femina on Facebook, Twitter, and on Twitch as well. Make sure to drop a like and a subscribe dito sa YouTube channel and sa Facebook page natin. 200k for Facebook, 50k for YouTube by the end of the year. Big goal, but we'll make it. And yeah, that is it para sa amin dalawa. So see you guys tomorrow or next time.